Yeah, welcome back to Do Warforged Dream of Electric. I'm Darren, the Dungeon Master. The better one. Neil! Go from left to right, guys.
My name's Amy, I play Isidora.
My name is Neil, I play Esme.
I'm Laura, I play Coda.
I'm Ian, I play Risbus Hoffman.
Ian, you're back!
He can't come
amazing.
to the phone right now. He's off being fabulous in not Ireland.
In Saudi Arabia at the minute?
Yeah, I was like, is it that? I didn't want to get it wrong, so I was like, I'll just say not here. That's the same bet. But yeah, no. I was talking to him actually today. He said he should be here from next week onwards.
Yay!
Which is cool, yeah, because he said he wasn't 100% sure if he'd have to stay longer or if like stuff would get extended. But he said he's due to fly home Thursday. So unless something like changes, all steam ahead for like Risbit being back.
Risbit!
The party leader will return next week, guys.
To find
So
he's been
we-
usurped.
By Coda.
By Coda, in a surprise move!
In a twist ending, Coda
By
has a
Kay.
By Kay. I mean, he is our tank, I guess. He's not in our dream world though, right?
correct.
Cool. I mean, not cool, we don't have a tank, but
Here's a little dimple.
Exactly. Right, so when we last left our heroes, you guys had just killed a bunch of Oh, actually, we should probably do a really brief recap. Actually,
Yes, because no one is going to know what's going on.
Yeah, so I believe the in-person game went up today or
Yeah.
this evening sometime. I remember seeing
5
the
minutes
thumbnail.
ago.
Yeah, of like the lovely.
Oh,
Isidora
yeah.
and Coda.
Actually, sorry, just as an aside, Laura, the new thumbnails look excellent. They're all really
Yeah,
pretty.
very pretty. I left, but yeah, okay. What the hell did we do last week or last on Saturday?
It was a long one.
We started off with something. Oh, we continued in the library.
Yeah, we met Grandfather and did the big, Bardoff thing, and yeah.
Yes. So we met Ludwig.
No, that was the session before.
We had already met Ludwig.
We started last week's session going down to meet Grandfather, going down the stairs.
Shit. Yes. So we descended the steps into melodramatic land.
Oh yeah,
And
where everything was pipes.
Oh yeah, everything was edgy. But we met Grandfather. Turns out he was a warforged / piano, maybe.
He was a piano.
Yeah, it was like
he was a
it's
piano
a bit
and also a room and also a man
yeah,
and
it's
also
like a
a
definitive
wise old
answer from
granddad.
me. A definitive answer in this campaign, unfucking likely. But yeah, he was a variety of things. Choose your own ending, friends. What do you believe Grandfather was? But yeah, and so essentially Izzy had to play while the others defended him. And as if she basically performed, like literally did a performance role, and beat the DC essentially. She played well, one step closer to unlocking the lock kind of thing, and healed the party. And it was just that kind of thing. They were defending her. It was it was fun. It was banter. Nobody looted any corpses. Yeah, exactly. Don't judge. He can be many things. Is a man not entitled? Anyway, so we went in. We met Grandfather's question mark body. He had some sheet music, a song for a Shaylin. Very, very serious stuff. We found some more sheet music, kind of like notes, kind of like like pieces he was working on, like all that stuff. So we left. The
He
party.
also explained that Warforged are like stars? Question mark.
Oh yeah. There was a whole lot of lore. Exposition 2.0. We found out that like maybe they're from space. Like everything else in the fucking campaign, am I right? Because it's DM recurring themes. Well, anyway, yeah. So we found out. Yeah, Neil. You want to derail it? There, go on. Yeah, no, hold on. There's the train. Stop and go for it. But
I thought. Hold on, I just have a question.
I love Darren getting further and further away.
what is that? Seriously, I'm here talking to my friend. Yeah, what's up, man?
I thought Dave was from the Abyss. That's not space.
I mean, like, come at me, people who write this shit.
Oh.
We're 11 minutes in and you broke Amy.
I mean, that's like, yeah, no, that's how that's the sign of a good game. It's like, if we don't hear Amy lean off to the side laughing and dying, it's not going to be a good game. It's real. It's going in the book. Anyway, but yeah, so we found out most, like, Warforged came from who knows? Hey, fuck it. If Corellin could cry a bunch of people onto a fucking piece of grass, Warforged come from space. Fucking fight me. Well, yeah, we found out some Warforged backstory. We had another chat with Lawrence. The party convinced Lawrence to come with, in the hopes that he might be able to set up shop somewhere and like transcribe the library that's in his head, that kind of thing, into new books and rebuild it essentially. That was neato. We left. Hold on.
What?
Okay. What happened when we left the library?
We saw Patches. He flew
Okay,
overhead.
I straight
Patches
up
was
thought I was like, has that happened yet? I don't want to spoil it. I
Patches
can't
was
remember.
there, and he went to space. And he said,
Yeah, he told the
years?
party. Yeah, the party would see it. Yeah, so Patches showed up, was like, "I'll see you in 6 years," and left. That's not his voice, but it is now. Like, space, magical items that make boats fly. That's what they do to your voice.
Yep.
It's very awful sound
It's
effect.
helium.
So Patches. Yeah, it's literally that. It's a helium ship. But so Patches had a now cryptic message. He left. People
We found
proceeded
out about
forward.
Dead Man's Haven being attacked by Lorette.
Yeah, we there was like a few days of travel. Checked in with Alex. He relayed that Dead Man's Haven had a bit of a scuffle with Laureate. Her forces were repelled, and Laureate herself destroyed. Well, defeated, killed, whatever you want to do. Her body's kind of on display. It's like, you've been warned, but it's kind of like, I guess, in character. Well, I think you guys knew, but like Alex and stuff was like essentially like, oh, apparently Mother Moon said she's a lich, so she's not technically I can't remember if it's actually been established if she's a lich, or we were all just kind of already we knew she was a lich, that kind of thing. But either way,
I don't know.
now,
I think did we ever find that?
I think we
out in
did.
character?
Wait.
No, I don't think we did. Because
I don't think
every
we
time
did.
we talked about it, we would refer to her as such, and we just never
No
knew.
idea.
I think Darren just told us, and then we're like, I guess that's it.
I
So.
thought we found out from.
Wait, Laureate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we know she has a phylactery. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we definitely knew she was
Yeah,
a lich.
like yeah,
maybe
Neil.
the Flintons
Like she
told
stood
us.
up in her fucking lich pajamas, in her lich chair, and pulled out a witch wand.
I think
or
the
lich wand, and was
surviving
like,
Flinton told us when we beat her the first time. I think he did.
I think
Yeah,
I
I
think he mentioned a phylactery, but didn't outright say like the lich
Maybe
word,
not.
that kind of thing. But I don't know. That was like over a year ago.
That was over a year ago.
Anyway, moving on. Hey, we're professionals. But yeah, so that was a thing. Alex is fine. He's a cop. Well, in a cop in training, he's a snot-nosed rookie punk.
Also, I found out a fun fact that he's from Nullheim.
Alex?
Yeah, he's from Nullheim, and apparently he's told me a list of all the
Laura,
awful shit that's there.
Laura, stop immediately.
Yep.
We're going to do something. I'm going to. Esme face is unequivocally once she is told. Alex is her brother, and I'm going to kill him too. Okay? When that happens, Laura
Yep.
or Coda, I'm going to kill him.
Neil, you know the way you're like madly in love with Alex, and this rage is just like to try and hide it. What's up with that? Moving on.
He's literally Angel from the show Angel, but he still has the Irish accent, so no.
Oh, but Jabers, don't turn me into a vampire there now. So we're moving on, tiptoeing through the woods.
Who's the Warforged?
Yeah, we've got kind of like an entourage / small clan community
There are
thing going
11
on.
people in these woods.
At the 12.
I mean, guys, I'm just trying to fulfill my love of mangas with 50,000 people in an adventuring party, and we're getting there.
We're berserking
We're
it
getting
up.
there. Oh fuck yeah!
Neil, are you
Yeah,
a fake
like-
newspaper now?
Fake
Let's
news.
wish that was fake.
Anyway, I'm not gonna go and just read. But yeah, so then we traveled some more, and we came into an opening, a wooded glen, and a member of the orchestra showed up, and was kind of like an asshole. And we got another science fiction reference, shoehorned in naturally. It was aliens. It is. It is aliens. Oh god, I didn't want to rewatch that. Anyway, so that happened. Orchestra showed up, exchanged some words. There was a lot of bright lights and flashes and whip, whap, slap kind of thing going on here. And then the party were falling. and then they were kind of like rolling out of the way. It's like they're in a giant metal chute, like rolling out of the way of like blades along the walls. It was all very out of the ordinary kind of thing. Like they were in a forest 3 seconds ago, that kind of thing. And it turns out that Monkey decided to attack the orchestra member's mind, but in doing so, she accidentally, but purposely, who knows? Question mark. Pulled the party members into this person's mind. It's kind of like a weird dreamland. Like fall damage doesn't exist. Everyone's kind of got like a weird dream Sona thing going on. Rizbit's currently another anime reference that we won't get into. Essentially, to, like get over the fact that Ian's not here, but he's an anime reference. I like to think he's just a floating few words that just says anime reference. So yeah, then the people who are the party kind of like learn the general rules of the world. If they can dream it,
if you can dream it, they can do it.
Yeah, exactly. Like within reason. Again, like the rules are that like you can't ask for like I dream a +5 bow. It's like no, that's not gonna happen. Like that kind of thing. But essentially, there's some custom rules, and it's all kind of fun to do, like just weird, fun shit in the landward. So, Monkey pointed out a large tower in the center of kind of like a labyrinth, and was like, "Okay, we need to get to the top of that because that's where essentially like the core of the dude's mind is, and we have to go up there and poke him in the face and get out, that kind of thing. Like it kills him, but it safely transports us out after we kill him, that kind of thing. So yeah, the party descended the black sandy hills and like entered this labyrinth, and in the first kind of like chunk of the labyrinth was kind of like a really like typical medieval city, cobblestone, wooden frames along the buildings, kind of looked like old Uria before like the mechanists and the mages really took off, like #classic Uria, that kind of thing. And then all the people patrolling it were really like, again, like almost storybook typical, like knights in armor, the big feathers and such. That's like Monkey's kind of sporting a similar outfit. And the party attempted to kind of like sneak past because it was kind of fog and hazy and weird. But I can't remember who.
Monkey.
It was Monkey. Yeah, no, Monkey didn't roll that great because again she's in heavy armor. And alerted the people to our presence, and a fight ensued. We defeated them with some really cool like funky shit going on, and we kind of like ended with just like the fight ended, but it was very much like, okay guys, let's move forward, like Fade to Black, that kind of thing. Like the party traveled for a bit, that sort of. So yeah, that's where we are. There was a lot that happened. It was fun though. It was all over the place. I like it. Jesus, what is going on here? What do you... No, he's a metaphor for his own uterus.
Let's go to Dreamland!
But yeah, guys, before you is the matte black labyrinth. So yeah, you guys like defeated the knights. Monkey was all like, "Hey, we didn't die, woohoo!" And we pressed forward. After some time of it's a case of like the medieval Uria kind of like bleeds into like the matte black again, and it's a case of like it's kind of like a blank in that sense. After a while, you guys come across a large chasm. Like it's quite literally just a massive gap in the floor. Like it's like 80 feet wide, that kind of thing, like long lengthwise. There's like no platforms. There's just a gap in your friggin' way, guys.
Can I just turn into smoke and move across it?
Hey, give me that int or whiz, your choice, friendo.
This is int.
Cool. Ooh, I love that number.
No, but
DD20.
So I'm gonna have to roll that again. Better.
Esme, you get a cross like halfway, and like the smoke kind of starts to like spit out like, and you start to like slowly descend.
Goodbye.
Can we just like imagine a platform under her?
I mean, give me a roll, buddy.
Nice.
Coda's brain think good as a 5 foot square of a platform, like, essentially catches Esme's feet, and she's floating there, all like, not dead, essentially. And the like down in the shadows of like the depths of this, chasm, there's like a faint glow of kind of orange, reddish starts to, and Esme, you feel a little warm.
I believe we're over a volcano.
Can I imagine that the width of the chasm is the width of the platform?
Ooh, so like essentially condense it into like 5 feet.
Yeah.
Go for it, buddy. That's a tough one, but it's good. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh!
Isidora's kind of like, believe. And the gap starts to like kind of like distort, twist, and rotate, and like the entire labyrinth kind of goes on its side. And Esme, you're kind of like thrown off the platform, and you're a case of like landing, like you land on the wall of the labyrinth, but everyone's kind of on the wall of the labyrinth, but like it's slow, like it's almost like you hear a faint ticking noise, like it's just like tick 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 tick, and it starts to slowly rotate back. So it's, in other words, when it goes back upright, you're going to slide down the hole essentially.
I would like to run and like be prepared to fall off onto like what I would assume is the flat surface on the other side.
Yes, I get you. Can I have it'll be athletics, acrobatics, or this is Robin from Call of Cthulhu, but I always thought it made sense in my head how they pitch it. Or a con save. It's like sprinting. That's how they do sprinting in Call of Cthulhu. It's a con save. It's like if you can like essentially keep up with it. So either of those 3, your choice, whichever you prefer. Like, of course, obviously.
Acrobatics.
Yeah, of course, obviously it'll affect the aesthetic, but like those are your options.
Is that for all of us?
No, you guys are technically on a safe side, so it's more a case of you guys are just like, standing, now you're prone again, that sort of thing. It's just like, oh, okay, Jesus, I got stand back.
Her body, like, kind of assumes its actual shape, but it's still kind of ethereal and like smoky, just so that she has actual legs to run and stuff.
Aesthetic.
As opposed to like mist. And then she just proceeds to like climb back over. Or she's gonna get turned into volcano meat, and I'm happy.
Nice.
Oh no!
Yeah. You essentially describe like what you described happens. As Esme is kind of like, I did it. You see like Monkey kind of like bury her feet in the ground, kind of thing, and she like kind of lets out like a roar of determination, and she just kind of like shoots off like a cannon. Essentially like flies across, like not literally flies, but kind of like it shoots herself over, that sort of thing. She kind of does the superhero landing beside Esme.
So Esme and Monkey are on the other side, yeah?
Yep. And you can see like the bright light beneath her is starting to get brighter and brighter, and like now everyone in the immediate vicinity is feeling pretty warm.
Can I use Featherfall to hover across rather than down?
Oh yeah,
I like
okay,
that.
I like that. Give me Inti, or Int Wiz,
cool.
Your choice.
Come on! Ah! Oh, for fuck's sake!
Okay, so this is gonna be cool.
No!
No, it'll be cool. Like Izzy, like kind of like I guess summons forth Featherfall, and when she leaps forward, she's thinking hard, and like essentially, Izzy rotates the world, so like her Featherfall brings her across, that kind of thing. But it's kind of like you're getting across the gap, that sort of thing. But it's like the previous time, like it kind of like it doesn't sustain, so it doesn't hold, so it snaps back up, and now you're just feather falling, like again slowly as hell, but feather falling just down, and like you can see like the bright red light beneath you, kind of like getting brighter and brighter, that kind of thing.
Can I reach for the platform? Is it anywhere near me?
No, not technically. No, it would be like maybe 20 feet out of your reach because this thing is huge.
Fuck.
Can I try... Okay, I mean, this isn't gonna be a good idea, but, like, can I try and imagine the wings I'm inventing on Isidora?
Ooh, that would be tough, but you can, yeah, sky's the limit, bud.
Nah, never mind. Sorry.
Okay,
Would have been sick, though.
It would have been sick.
Ooh. Darren,
Yes.
this is going to take some explaining, but the concept is really simple.
Okay, they're my favorite. Do continue.
So, the TLDR, Esme uses the rod to create a giant fist to pick up Isidora. The complex thinking explanation is Esme channels her werewolf strength through her godlike power of the magic rod, and then has enough strength and or wisdom into etc. to just pick up the Izzy and put her back.
Yeah, no, that's rad as fuck. Do it.
Green Lantern! Although she's technically a yellow lantern.
Can't remember. Are they the good guys?
No, the Yellow Lanterns are the meanies. So I need to do an int to attempt this.
Yeah. Essentially.
What is your int? Is it plus 3?
Okay, it's 10. I gotta say you pull her forward. Izzy, you can make a dex save to essentially catch the ledge, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Like it's kind of like a haphazard
Just
catapult.
flinging her at the bank.
It's one of those, the jelly hands. So instead of like a fist that is holding her, it's just a fist slamming her against the wall.
Izzy manages to catch it and pull herself up. It's fine. It's not like the fumble is more like getting her over there, but Izzy quite easily is like, oh yeah, no, that was a close one. Icarus.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the wings again. I really want them to work. So I'm hopefully not in a panic. I'll be able to imagine them.
Yeah, no, that's
myself.
fair, buddy. You just keep on giving.
Who knows?
Go for it, friend.
That's a 22.
Coda kind of buries his feet in the ground and takes off, soars in a similar arc to monkeys, but you can quite clearly see wings on his back, and it's all very nice. And the fire beneath you kind of rips up. This time the sun was below Icarus.
Oh, good. Don't melt my wings.
Yeah, it's a case of they clip the wings in the sense that you land and they're not on your back.
Yeah.
But you successfully land fine. It's just they kind of got clips. That sort of thing. Yeah, monkeys. Is everyone okay? You all good?
Yeah, mostly. Look, Monkey, what do you know about this place? What do you know about this guy that's gonna help us?
Guy that's gonna help us?
No, what do you know about this guy whose head we're in that might help us?
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant we're going somewhere to help someone. I was like, no, we're going to kill a guy.
We're off to see the wizard.
Yeah. On the fucking matte black road. But yeah, no, it's he's just a standard goon. He knows red, and a lot of what they did, back in the guilds, orchestra members would have been, I guess, the head honchos that Red's personnel would have kind of essentially answered to. They were their boss, because again, obviously I'd be more tied to the orchestra more so than say the mechanist sides of the guilds, that sort of thing. But as for him personally, I have no clue. But yeah, the deeper we go in, the more kind of raw, air quotes, the data's gonna get. So it's kind of gonna be a bit more his mind, not his body, his mind trying to get rid of us more so than us just walking through fragments of his memories and stuff. Because again, we're in his head. So if he lived through say just an awful kind of fight, we might encounter that fight, but the mind is using it as as a way to get rid of us, to hopefully kill us and get us out, that sort of thing. So that's why back there we walk through a clearly old Uria, and so and obviously as we go on we'll probably might run into battles or moments this individual's been through, but it's clearly going to be tailored or warped or sort of whatever word you want to use to essentially get rid of us. It's not going to be a sightseeing and this is the time I laid siege to this place. It's going to be no, it'll probably be a city, it'll be on fire, and all the fire will be trying to kill us, that kind of thing.
Does he know we're here?
Yes, yeah, no, that's a great question. I'd say after that scuffle, yes. It'll take some time for his mind to kind of wrap up a defense team, a city watch sort of thing to come and get us. But I'd say for a while it'll just be like kind of like a subconscious like defense thing with like the cities and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I'd say after a while we're going to physically see things trying to hunt us down because again we're and obviously the closer we get to like the center of his mind, that sort of thing, it's going to get more and more intense. And like I'd imagine it won't just be like a knight in shining armor with a rapier. It'll probably be like, you know, and some gnarly nasty, that sort of thing. But yeah, keep your head down. Try to we should probably try sneak as much as possible. I'll tailor myself to such things so I'm not a burden. And she kind of like, you see, she kind of like, you know, wiggles to indicate like she's concentrating, and her steel-toed boots become like essentially Ugg boots. And she's like, there we go. Now I won't alert anybody, that sort of thing. So yeah, knight in shining armor with Ugg boots. But she's like, yeah, no, it'll be a lot easier to essentially go through this land knowing what it is more so than just trying to run it straight, if you know what I mean. So it's like a friend of mine, like try to be as abstract as you can. That's not me and Darren being like hinting. That's just literally like Monkey's way of getting across. Like you'd probably cover more ground if it's like, oh yeah, let's try run up the air, that sort of thing, more so than let's just take the road, you know, that sort of thing. That's just like how her mind, I guess. What's the word? Is correlate the right word? I don't know. But yeah, no, it's a case of like, further we go in, we might just kind of get a bit more like some conscious nightmarish, like probably what this chap is afraid of, that sort of thing. Like his mind will use it against us, and that's sensible. But yeah, for the most part, we should be fine, unless some like nasty comes out around the corner. But they're pretty easy to spot, big hulking things, so we'll be fine. We should definitely try to sneak a bit more. It'll benefit us greatly to kind of try go by unnoticed, you know, that sort of thing, kind of like trick his mind.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, she like turns like not in a malicious way. She's like, does anyone else have any other questions? I know this can be kind of like abstract, so I'm an open book, friends, comrades, traveling companion. I don't fucking know. This is only the second time I've done this, by the way, so don't get mad if it goes wrong.
You know what we're looking for in the center, yes?
Yeah, he'll be at the top of the tower. It's like they're ego heads, so, like literally. So he'll put himself at the top of that tower. She's like pointing all the way up to the tower. She's like, he'll be at the tip of that because he is the grand overseer of his brain. These guys are assholes. I really don't like orchestra.
When was the first time you did it?
So yeah, back home there was like just again, it's not this guy because, well, the first time I did it, he died. But yeah, he wasn't particularly nice, and like he used to be kind of mean to us and hit us and stuff. And I did it without realizing. Not realizing, but it's a case of like I like lashed out because I was angry, and before I knew it, I was in a familiar enough place. His was more kind of like an old school temple, like kind of like along the sides of like a Yanti temple, kind of like old school. I think he was an explorer before then. So like the mind will like build itself around like one's interest, that sort of thing. So this guy, I don't know, maybe he lived in a city or liked towers, I don't know. But yeah, I did it once and it wasn't great, but I don't regret doing it because that dude was pretty much a monster. So yeah, all I know is if you defeat the thing at the top, it'll overload his brain, kill him, but it'll also shoot us out in a safe manner. Whereas if we were to die or kind of like get out now, and air quotes again, it's pretty like a shock to his system, that sort of thing. We need to jump out when the brain's shutting down, that kind of thing. More so than jump out when the brain's kicking, or else we'll suffer.
Right.
Yeah. She like makes that little like plank board thing appear again, and she's like, look, we'll be fine, guys. Just let's try cover as much ground as, like, you know, abstract representations of humanly possible. And
then why are we still talking? Let's go.
Oh god.
Esme like pulls out from her sides, or she will attempt to. Darren, I'm gonna whisper what she attempts to do.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna get back on my Mad Max bike.
Yeah, it's essentially like, since you guys summoned them before, you guys know how to do it again, that sort of thing. But if Esme is making something new, she'll have to reroll. But like, not that that's a bad thing. So I'm assuming. Oh yeah, that's fair. That's cool. That's cool. I encourage it. Yeah.
So can I just roll to attempt this?
Hold on 1 second.
Oh god, no.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm into it.
So yeah, Coda's like Mad Maxing it. Izzy is like Static Shock flashing it up. Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. Sorry, I'm just waiting for clarification on this thing because I'm a tad confused. I just saw a post. It's like Matilda is just a kid's version of Carrie, and I'm just like,
Yeah, it is. It's
That's
funny.
what
isn't
it
it?
is.
or is Carrie the adult version?
What is going on?
I have no
It
idea.
sounds detailed.
Oh God! I mean, yeah. Hold on.
It's not
Yeah.
that exactly.
Oh, I know. Understand the concept. I'm gonna say it'll be tricky because just as a concept, it's tricky. Well, not tricky.
Yeah,
but,
no, that's fine.
Yeah, so
I know.
What
buddy.
the hell is happening?
I hope you get a nat one and I can turn you into like a mushroom. Esme turns to Coda and she's like, "Haha, look!" and like whips out her hand and like just sparks fly out. She's like, "Nah, "No, hold on. Yeah, okay, no, it's not."
What were you
Esme is
trying
upset.
to do?
And Esme tells Coda to shut up, and then she turns into her gassy ghost form and then flies off. It's like, shut up, nerd! This is my dream now! And she just floats off.
So yeah, you guys flat. Oh, sorry,
Yeah. No, I'll just sigh and go after her. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna question it.
Yeah, as you guys like essentially
Go.
fast travel along the road, the matte black brick road. Monkey's like, why are you guys so mean to each other?
It's because we... Oh, no. I was about to say it's because we love each other. It's because we tolerate each other. No, it's because we love
She just nods and she's like, man, it seems like you guys are really insecure about your feelings. You should work on them.
You are literally a monkey child. Shut up!
Yeah,
Talk like a knight!
I
Hold
refuse to believe we are the meanest people you've ever met.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're not. But that doesn't change the fact y'all need to work on this shit.
I am so sick of people butting into our personal business.
No, like, genuinely,
You-
me too.
Okay?
Like, we've lasted this long, and
I
we're
bet you
fine.
Polaris is gonna bitch at us too.
No, fuck this! And it's like, she just downs tools in the dreamscape. It's like, fuck any more people who are just like, well, you people should be nice. It's like, we're fine. Okay? We are fine.
I just love the idea of like a living lightning bolt and a living shadow that's whizzing across the land,
Oh my gosh.
yelling at a teenage-sized knight in Ugg boots. It's like, you don't know us.
But we're just literally a storm cloud.
Oh.
Like, Esme is the cloud, and Izzy is the lightning. Oh, this is good. Can I
Coda's turned
carry
back into
Coda?
his demon self now.
Yeah, can we put Coda on top so he's like we're like a
Coda has a
genie or something?
Mad
Oh no,
Max
you
leader.
gotta have a Coda has to ride a horse, so it's like Ghost Riders in the Sky kind of thing.
Oh my god!
Well, it's Ghost Riders in the Sky, but with a big mechanical speeder bike.
Oh my god, you're fucking Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider.
I refuse.
Coda is now canon Nick Cage. You have to do a Nick
I
Cage voice for the
refuse.
rest of the campaign.
No, I won't.
Ghost Esme turns and points and laughs.
Yeah, like in the dreamscape, he for a moment turns into Nicolas Cage, then back into Demon Coda.
And that was when the party comes true horror that night.
Well,
But,
let's keep-
yeah, so you guys fly for like quite some time. Essentially, you guys cover a lot of ground. As you guys are like traveling, you start to get hit in the face with rain, and you realize you're like essentially flying through a really rainy, stormy event. Monkey points
Can I make an
down.
umbrella?
Yeah, give me a thingamajigger check thingy me yoke. Yeah, do that.
What
but
a
yeah,
waste
Monkey-
of a good intro. Anyway.
Coda officially has Coda's flying beside a storm with an umbrella.
Yeah.
Sir Isaac Newton. Anyway, so you guys are flying. Monkey kind of points down, and like as she points down, she kind of like gestures to kind of essentially everyone fly close so we can whisper. And she's like, "Oh, there's an ocean down there. I think we should land and kind of creep and use this thing because if we keep flying, we could be seen, even though it's kind of cloudy and like stormy. Like we can still be spotted, if you know what I mean, because we're blatantly flying through the air. If there's anything down there, they'll see us easier. So I think we should land and kind of like sneak. Essentially when she points down, it looks like a like the side of a like seaside. Like yes, there's clearly a beach down there and like some rocks, and it's like the coast essentially. And there's like what looks like a boat and stuff.
Okay.
I listen to the tall skateboarding night child. Oh my god.
What?
Fucking what's her name? Monkey is literally just Jason Todd.
You keep saying that, but I only know very little about Jason Todd. I only
literally
know, like, crowbar, like him and the Joker on a crowbar. That's pretty much all I know.
The Robin most likely to be like dressed up as a knight and then also have a skateboard.
Oh yeah, he's the edgy one, isn't he?
Who like literally he's got too many edges. He's the most edgy of edgy. But anyway, more importantly,
so essentially, no, it's a case of like the boat is docked like on this ground, like, kind of thing. Monkey kind of suggests this, but she's kind of like, you guys can keep flying if you want, but I'm gonna sneak, that kind of thing. So she's like, she starts to descend, not on like an aggressive like you can follow if you want, but just a case of like I personally believe this is what I should do. That's the best idea. So if you want to come with that kind of thing. So she slowly starts to descend, take her down slow, that kind of thing.
If she does, we probably will as well, so we should follow her.
It's a good idea not to split up.
You make a good. We're all making good points today, and Esme follows.
Coda imagines a chalkboard and puts 1 point on our side.
No, let's follow her, but in a minute because we want to, not because she told us to.
I'm definitely keeping score on a like teamwork chalkboard that I've imagined in the dream world.
Just follows you around.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys.
It's like it's not very full.
No,
it's literally like two
both
columns.
of you! Both of you stop! Both of you stop this right now! You are playing into Darren's hand. You are playing into Kay's versions of us. Get out of there,
bitch! If you think there's any difference between what you think you are, what Kay sees, he is a.
Kay is wrong sometimes, and we need to stop pretending. We need to claim back
what he sees.
We need to claim back our team identity without feeding into their bullshit.
It's
Coda just points to the one. Look, it's 1-0. We're winning. It's fine.
Esme looks at the other side and she sees all of everyone else's points.
No, it's a new chalkboard like, for now.
Beside a 0.
It starts now, and he's made 1 point for us and 0 points for anti-teamwork.
Let's go down.
I like the idea of like what Esme's saying, and like after all of this, she'll like storm right up to Kay and be like, "We worked as a team. Fuck you!" And he's just like eating beans. I don't care.
I would slap him for stealing my aesthetic. Only one of us gets to be disinterested in eating beans.
Yeah, but it's literally just like the can has like Esme's beans, and he just slowly rotates it. He's like, never mind.
I'm gonna take a can over to his head.
So you guys land on the beach, well, along the coast. And there's a lot of like, it's really rocky, like really, it's almost like it's pretty much stormy. It's like the waves are crashing up. You guys are getting hit by water. It legit feels real. It's all good in the hood. Well, good in the hood in the sense that it's like, oh my god, this is legitimate. You notice that when you kind of descend, the boat that's docked has like arrows and stuff sticking out of it. Like, it's not destroyed or anything, but like clearly, like someone was firing at this vessel. Monkey kind of like points ahead, but like you can see shadows moving ahead, sort of thing. So she's like, we should be quiet. So she like, it's a case of you guys aren't too close that like realistically, unless you started like yelling or punch. Oh god, I need to swallow my chewing gum. Punched like started punching metal shields and being like, "Oh, we're sneaking!" It's a case of you can move up in like a sneaking position, that sort of thing, but you don't need to roll for it just yet, that sort of thing. but it's more a case of like Monkey's like, do you want to sneak? That sort of thing.
Yes.
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 Cool. Yeah, no, she's like, that's cool. Yeah, so like you guys go forward. Coda, when cause you've the highest passive perception, and when you essentially walk past one of the rocks, you notice that pinned to it via 2 spears is a warforged. Like they're deceased, but like they've clearly been like attacked, and they're kind of in like really nice, intricate like plate armor.
I'll point this out to people. Does it have any kind of like? Do they have a symbol on them or like a? You know, like is there an insignia? Like, are they wearing anything that would like like an army uniform or something?
There is no like chest piece insignia, anything like that. Conveniently enough, that's where the spears are true. Where
Of course.
Their hearts would be pierced, but around like the trimmings of the edges of say like was it the pauldrons? That's the shoulder plates, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Those kind of like, there's binary.
What does it say?
Hold on,
He's
actually,
a nerd.
1 second. No, let me double check. I just want to make sure I get this right.
No, yeah. Once Coda points it out, and she'll read it.
Oh shit, guys! This is a memory. This is the fight we never fought. Oh my
Yes,
god!
the sword that they all hid.
It just reads all for one along the over and over again. Like it's kind of like all for one, like a little just like kind of like a little symbol to indicate the sentence has ended, and it's the same thing. It's kind of like almost like a creed or a motto, that sort of thing.
All for one.
Yeah.
See, this guy knows about teamwork.
No one watches your goddamn anime, Laura. No,
For once, I have outweebed you all.
Isn't all for one what the good guy
No,
has?
one for all is the good guy. All for one is the bad guy.
Oh, that's really cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah, like
I need
as
to
in
watch it. I need to
it's
sit
really
down.
good. It's really good. Watch it.
I 100% set out to watch it, and then I started watching Mindhunter.
I haven't watched it. I've heard it's good though.
David Fincher could do the wrong.
Oh, it's David Fincher.
I started watching it. I was watching it. I was like, man, this guy clearly loves David Fincher. I was like,
It's
directed by
David
David Fincher,
Fincher.
and I was like, he does love David Fincher.
Well, I should hope he does.
Oh man, it's I think like the 4th episode and the 3rd episode are directed by someone else, but every other episode is directed by Fincher, and it's
Cool, I gotta
it's
check that
so good. It's really great. It's anyway. Yeah, that's a rabbit hole I'll go down. But moving on. But yeah, this Warforged has been clearly slain in battle.
Just looking, like having noticed this one, if we look around, can we see if there's any more?
Perception check, friends, because again, it's kind of stormy. It's kind of like you have to like hold up your hand to see, kind of thing. Damn, Esme, are you contributing to these over 20s rolls? Clearly not. Like Esme just gets loads of rain in her eyes. She turns to the sea and like bombarded with I can't see shit.
She gets her own smoke in her eyes.
Yeah, smoking. She's choking on herself. But like, ever since we got into this dreamland, Esme's rolls have been pretty piss poor.
I mean, fair.
Well, now you've unjinxed yourself by
Yeah,
calling it out, so you should be
pointed
fine
it
now.
out, so now like that's how meta works, right? But sorry, yeah. Again, it's just worth noting Monkey isn't paying attention. It's like she's very much, like what's the word? Concentrating on moving forward. Not in like again an annoyed way or anything, but like her mission. Like obviously, it's not that she has no interest in this stuff. It's just she's clearly like, oh god, we need to move forward. Like that generic like follow the NPC shit. They always seem to be a bit ahead of you. Like looking over the rock to be like, with that sort of thing. But yeah. When you guys look around again, like, you know, looking through the storm and the crappy weather and all that, you notice that there is an array of, again, kind of like, not the, like, almost, yeah, similar enough to the knights you fought previously. Like, strewn about the place, again, defeated, like, some of them are just, like, cut down, others have, like, you know, spears, arrows, swords jutting out from them, and there seems to be a lot of them and only a few Warforged.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I was holding on. An old
Did
insignia.
we check before? Oh, I was gonna say, do they have an insignia on them?
The insignia on them is similar to the one that's on the side of the boat. when you guys walk past. It's a case of you're looking around like, oh, and like, you know, you're doing like a 180 sweep kind of thing, and when you notice them, you're like, geez, and then you look over to the boat and you realize on the side of there's like an insignia or like a not a flag, like kind of just like some sort of large cloth thing hanging off the side to be like, this is us, and it's the same thing. It kind of looks like a really weird, warped version of the original Mages icon, which I cannot remember for the life of me what it is, but it's here somewhere. But you guys have definitely seen it.
Flame and a hand or something like that. No,
it's like a flame, an eye, and a hand or something.
Yeah,
Again, I have it
something
on my
like
computer somewhere, but it's kind of like a warped version out of like maybe just a burning hand with an eye, that kind of thing. But again, I'll double check it, and anything that's like asterisk, I'll throw up on Facebook later for you guys, and that sort of thing. But yeah, it's a case of like they have that insignia, like that breastplate. It's like all of the chest pieces of armor.
Well, this is confusing and kind of scary, guys.
Maybe it's a fight they lost. Should we keep moving?
Yeah, and Monkey's up ahead in like a really like passive, like, you know, when you guys are ready, let me know, that kind of thing.
Let's keep quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Essentially, when you guys get up to Monkey, it's a case of like, oh, we're close to the bad guys now, we're going to have to sneak, that kind of thing. Like, so she's like, oh, you guys ready to go forward? Do you guys want to look around? Like, that kind of thing. Again, that's not like, you know, a cryptic hint. It's more just a case of she's just like, you guys want to press forward?
Yeah, I'm ready. So
cool. Yeah, she like points out like to the right, the far right, and she's like, okay, so I think I can see what looks like a hole in the ground to the point that it's like a crawl space. I'm not too sure. We can either go that way, or she points to the left, and it's essentially like weaving in amongst the rocks. And she's like, that way. It's again, it's your choice. If you guys want to split, we can do that too. It's just I know like what's the word? Safety in numbers, that sort of thing. But I just said I noticed it, so I thought I'd say it to you, that sort of thing. So it's your call. It's your guys' call. You run the show. I'm just here's back.
Can we see how many of these like shadowy figures there are?
There are 4 total.
Okay.
They kind of seem to be talking, and kind of like one seems to be constantly barking orders and pointing in directions, but the others aren't following it. It's almost kind of like a playback loop. He's kind of like, I check over there. It's like, I never heard someone over there. That's just it over and over again. And like the others are just kind of like walking around, like looking at the ground clearly, like maybe was it like, you know, ensuring that the dead are actually dead, that sort of thing, making sure there's no one faking, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Would I be able to use like, I don't know if it's perception or insight to see if like any of them are making tracks to go either right or left, like if they're kind of patrolling one way or the other?
I get okay. In my again, if people think this is like wrong or just like wants to like, I guess, counterpoint it, by all means, I encourage you to step in. My viewing on that would be perception would be just literally to see, oh, he's walking to the right now, that kind of thing. Whereas insight would be getting a body language thing of like, oh, he's looking to the left, but like you can kind of see him start to turn right. I know it's kind of like there's not much difference, but it's a case of like you will blatant like perception is to see where he's blatantly walking, whereas insight is more, I guess, to get a general vibe of what he's doing, maybe.
I'll try insight.
Oh shit. Okay, the one closest to you looks like he's kind of patrolling between the rocks. He doesn't need to be going over into this crawl space. Oh wait, hold on one second. We just someone at the door.
There's definitely a weird imbalance of power between Esme and Coda, where when she's miserable or failing, he seems to do well, and when he's miserable and failing, when we're in Dead Man's Haven, like he's having a great time, she was having a shit time.
Laura, we don't talk about this because that happens all the time. That happens in every party, and it's always a weird thing. Personally, I'm okay with this.
It's okay, because soon we're going to be back in Uria, and that means you'll be back in the good roles, and I'll be in the shit.
That's true. We've been doing okay, though.
You've been doing alright.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry, Laura,
I'll in the... See, I can't speak to Monkey in the ring, but I'll say to the others quietly, and I guess I'll whisper it to Monkey, maybe, that there's a guy patrolling by the rocks, and none by the crawl space.
Into the crawl space. Yeah. Esme whispers.
Yeah, no, she's just like, oh, you know, that's a solid observation. If that's how you guys want to proceed, then like lead on, friend.
Esme crawls into the crawl space.
No, it's a case of like you guys will have to creep
Have to
over
make
to the
two
crawl
crawl
space.
space. So stealth rolls?
And I
Yeah,
will-
stealth rolls.
Okay, guys.
Oh, never mind.
Over, under on the face of the dice. That's 2 under 10. Money down. Esme will crit now because everyone is on 2 under 10. Wow.
Oh, go on, monkey. Yes. Rolling well. Cool. All right, so you guys are sneaking fine. It's going to be like Coda essentially goes first because, like, again, I'm going to say like Coda spotted it and was like, "Why don't we go over there?" So Coda like essentially like trips, and I'm going to say Esme is next in line, just because I am basically. So Esme, you essentially have a Dex save opportunity to kind of be like, "Get the fuck out," that kind of thing.
I'll take it.
Oh, nice.
Fucking hell!
That is a very evil laugh.
What? Three
Hey.
crits.
But look at 3 crits, but like, I just
See, that's using up all the good rolls. See, you're using up all the good rolls. That's
Hey, I
just
got
flushing
one
out
out
the
there
good
as
rolls.
well, and the 2.
I'm sorry, you got 20, 20, 15, 15, 19,
This is
17,
true.
15. I know. So yeah, come at me, Laura. Yeah. So essentially, you guys haphazardly, Esme, Coda, you guys end up with a face full of dirt and sludge. You guys go straight down into it. Izzy, you're like kind of like like Solid Snake creeping, and Monkey's right behind you guys. She did fucking great. So yeah, before you is the crawl space, guys. It's essentially like 5 feet wide. It's like single file, that sort of thing.
I think it was a point for attempted teamwork because Esme tried to help me.
Mm-hmm. And they didn't hear anything when they tripped?
No one's coming over to you.
Okay. Well, I mean, let's head in anyway and make our way across.
So give me a marching order, guys. Who's going where? Who's going what?
Esme's shadowy inability to be sneaky is starting to get to her, so she's going in the front.
You're the quietest. You go first.
Apparently not. Little miss, I'm a knight in full plate armor seems to be making no noise. Esme just like sneaks forward after her minor rant.
I'll go after.
Yeah, Monkey will
I'll go at the
last.
back.
Okay.
Because monkeys, I can
Yeah.
do range stuff and all that. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Okay, so monkeys. So it's Esme, Izzy, Monkey, Coda. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. So, Esme, you're going in first. Yeah, it's essentially
So
like it's essentially like crawling into like a was it like a fox's den?
ooh, a burrow.
Yeah, like it's a burrow kind of thing, like in the ground. Guys, this hole was made for you. But yeah, you guys crawl forward, like solid snaking, shimmying. There's mud. You're getting mud everywhere. There's roots all over the place. You guys are essentially like crawling through a perfectly made tunnel out of roots and like that kind of stuff and soil. About like 20 feet in, all of you, regardless of your passive perception, because you're right off face, you notice that there's like a metallic hand in between the roots, and like it's a case of like as you guys progress forward, you notice that there is like an abundance of warforged amongst the roots, and like their eyes start to glow a faint blue, and they all kind of like notice you. So it's a case of you're crawling in between all these like warforged. And can I have a wisdom save, please?
Wait, hold on. Yeah, no, it is one. Amy, look, all I gotta say to you is we're in good company. We, unlike Laura, haven't harvested the bodies of dead Warforged before, so that's why it affects us.
So, Coda, you yell and hear nothing. Esme, Izzy, you hear the Warforged all around you kind of whisper, find us, find us.
Find us.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, grab you and like followed by like roots and start like kind of like growing around your legs.
Darren,
Yeah?
can I imagine Esme turning from a black smoky mist to like an explosion of God's light to just have them go away?
Actually, if we're gonna do that, can I just do the sparky thing I used to travel?
Yeah?
Praise God! Praise the Lord! Praise God! Praise the Lord!
That's so disturbing. Please stop.
Esme, when you explode with light, the Warforged retreat, but also in the sense that like the tunnel widens.
Ooh.
So like it's a case like you've pushed it back so much that like almost like three of you could like travel side by side kind of thing.
Oh my God, like friends. Let's not do that. Esme returns to her black smoky form and she's like, wow, that was some sneeze. Let's keep going.
I was thinking I was being really smart there. I was thinking of a plan, and I was like, oh, this would be great. And then I was like, no, this would, like, kill Izzy. So it's like, nah.
Oh god, what were you
I was
gonna
gonna
do?
think up, like, kind of essentially like an EMP that would shut down, like, electronic things. And then I was like, wait, no.
Wow. Wow.
I just literally didn't think of, like, I was like, wait, no, bad plan.
Hold on, guys. My Roll20, I'm not sure if it's Roll20 or Firefox, is just like nuking. I'm just going to restart Firefox.
Okay.
Well, Isidora, I guess we can say that God is the only way to defeat the Warforged menace.
She kicks her in the shin. No, actually, you're walking in front of me. I just push you over.
It's like, joke's on you, I'm made of smoke. Esme would not say that because she is a tolerant person. I, Neil, however, am not. I am. Do not send me letters.
Well, isolate that clip.
Yeah, do not at me on Twitter. I do not have time.
I'm gonna cut out
for
the
this.
part where you said Esme doesn't actually say that, so that's just saying in canon. Sorry.
Yeah, you guys creep forward. Well, go forward, essentially. Like, you can see the end of the tunnel just ahead of you. Monkey's like, we should probably, like, peek out. Who wants to peek out? I'm not particularly,
I'll do it.
like, okay.
I'll do it. We'll not die. Let's go. Esme, like, smokes up the hallway. It, like, just wedges herself forward and then has a look outside.
Can I, like, peek out through, like, past the smoke and see if I can see something?
You clip the tree between her legs. Yeah, go for it. For lack of a better term, you guys see not a lot because you guys seem to be in like some sort of weird like tunnel trench thing. Like there's wooden struts along the like dirt on left and right, kind of creating this like open head tunnel before you. It's not that big. Like it's a case of like it's 3/4 your height, so you could crouch down behind it for cover, that sort of thing. But
This
it
is
seems
like
to go
kind
really
of a
far.
wartime trench.
Yeah, like
thing,
we would know it as
Yeah.
we would straight up know it as a trench, but like I'm not sure if trenches in that sense were used in medieval war. I'm not proficient in such things, but maybe they were. I don't know. But in this case, this is like to us, it's a fucking trench.
Is this a bit where we do the Wonder Woman like No Man's Land scene, or?
Only one person who can do that, and that's Izzy. Izzy's the only person that is doing.
Yeah.
And I'm not about to.
I'm not about that life.
It's dangerous out there.
Are you like that? I could get killed. No way. No.
Guys, bullets hurt.
Guys, bullets. No.
People die when they are killed.
Oh, here we go.
Of course he did. He doesn't.
How is Coda proceeding down the trench?
Oh, sneakily.
Oh, give me a roll.
Yeah, if we're gonna sneak down, I'll go too.
No, it's too late, guys. It's too late.
Okay, so that misses.
Oh no.
Everyone's sneaking forward, kind of like heads down, sort of thing. And like Coda, you see like a colossal like a really thick, big crossbow bolt just like shred through, the kind of top lip of the trench, like just beside your head. Like it just misses you by the skin of your teeth, kind of thing. It's really metallic, and like the workmanship is like exquisite. It's almost like if it was made with machine-like precision. In the distance, you can hear like yelling and like swords clashing.
Is there anyone in the trench with us?
Down about maybe 30 feet from you, there are like several people like kind of like ducked down, leaning over, and they like from their arm position, you can tell that some of them are shooting bows. One or two might have a crossbow, but they're clearly preoccupied with what's happening to your right, like on your right as you're pressing forward.
Right.
And what's to our left is just like another side of the trench, like a wall.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. But like you can see like people like running from the left and jumping over the trench kind of thing and going to the right.
Yeah, I'm gonna suggest we just sneak through.
Is there space for us to sneak through? Like, I'm picturing this really, really claustrophobic, but maybe I'm...
Yeah, no, it's a case of you can sneak forward, but like, you could sneak past the people firing. It's just, it's going to be fucking tricky. Like, it's not tricky, but it's just going to like, to do it, it's possible. It's just, you're going to have to do well, and that sort of thing. But yeah, if you guys want to like sneak up, essentially, if you guys want to sneak into a position where you can catch a breather, like form a plan, and then be like, do we want to try sneak past these guys firing? It like that'll be your first sneak roll.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm ready.
We'll go on break for 10 minutes.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. You guys snuck up. So what are you doing? Attacking or sneaking past?
I'm gonna try. I'm going to suggest that we sneak past.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I'm willing to try to.
Wait, like, describe the scene, Darren. Like, how close are we to these dudes if we're gonna sneak past them? Are we going right behind them, like?
You're at, like, a corner, and when you peek out from the corner, they're tending over the lip, firing.
Okay. So we have to go, like, right up close to them?
Yep, like, straight up behind them to sneak past.
This is probably, like, definitely not gonna work, but can I imagine... Never mind, Neil's already rolled.
What did you want to do?
Shit.
Okay, monkey rolled well. Oh, wow, I didn't see Coda's roll up. Oh, boy.
My plan probably wouldn't have worked anyway.
What was it?
I was gonna, like, imagine the trench splitting into two, so there was, like, a wall between us and them. So, like, imagine a second, like, part of the trench. Like, try and make
Okay, out of robo curiosity, how wouldn't have that worked?
It probably would have been a very high-end check, right?
I mean, like, you guys have been imagining guns and wings. Splitting a road in two is...
Yeah,
definitely low. Definitely... Yeah, like...
Well,
anyway.
It's fine.
But you had to talk yourself out of it.
Well, I was gonna... No, it's fine, it's fine.
You know, roads have been made. So yeah, you guys are sneaking. Sneaking. You guys are passing bombs. Smell this sweat on their brow. Literally.
Gross.
Steps on a twig.
Way to go, asshole.
Initiative.
How many are there?
If she died, a lot of gods would
3.
be very annoyed.
For this exercise, Risbet will be monkey.
Esme blue ball the gods Nilo.
Never say that again. Coda,
You
you're
typed it!
Yeah,
okay,
but
yeah, I'm far enough away to shoot people. I'm using a rifle from 10 feet away seems ridiculous, but fuck it, let's do it. So, grid point advantage. I'll go for the guy in the middle. Oh, good thing I used advantage, or that would have been a really shitty rifle roll. Okay, 28 damage on the middle one.
Yeah, he does not look happy.
Well, I can actually do this. I'm going to walk up to him and hit him with my rapier.
Smacky, smacky.
Are you sure? Is the rifle not
The rifle is two-handed, but I can stow or draw a firearm as a free action. So
okay.
I'm gonna put my gun away, walk up to him, and hit him with a rapier. I'm not. Never mind. Curse my hubris. Never mind. At least I can face tank from here effectively.
That is a 15 and a 17, Coda.
Both miss.
Cool, yeah, you like dodge in between this dude's giant maul. He just drops his bow, turns, pulls out a gigantic fucking hammer, and just like, well.
Wait, is he addressing me?
No, he's just kind of.
Okay, he's just goading.
Grunting, but a 20.
Is this against me?
I mean, is there another Coda?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you were breaking up, but yeah, that's fine, they hit.
One second.
I'll hellishly rebuke him.
Yeah, that's 16 piercing damage. The middle guy stabbed you. What? Hellish Rebuke is what save again?
Dex save, please. He fails. So that's 16 damage on the guy who just attacked me.
Cool. Yeah, this guy.
This
Oh,
guy!
I did the same amount of damage he did to me. We're just trading blows here.
I just put colors on them because it's easier.
I love that game.
I fucking hate lemon grab.
Pay attention to the message,
I know,
Laura!
I see the message.
Darren, you were saying?
Hold on, sorry. Yeah, no, once does that amount of damage. Where are we? That's an I, not a T. Isidora.
I'm gonna just shift over here, and then cast Ray of Frost on your man in front of Esme, who doesn't have a mark.
Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Unmarked guy. Oh, nice.
2 hits.
Yeah, that hits, dude. Oh, what?
That's 11 damage.
Ooh, nice.
And then I'll give Bardic Inspiration to Esme.
Cool. Esme, you're up.
We haven't rested, have we?
No.
No.
Nope.
Cool. Okay. Ghost Esme is going to attempt to do a stab with her.
Sorry to interrupt. Technically, we would have rested before the orchestra guy came along because it was a couple of days' travel.
No, but as in since the fight
Correct.
in the
No.
place, we haven't rested.
No.
Oh, we'll be fine. Esme will. Esme is going to attempt to stab this man. Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on. I probably should explain what I wanted to do before it happens. It's not supposed to have any additional effect. It's more just a different kind of visualization for the attack. Do I still need to roll for that, yeah?
If it's a case of Basically, if the attack is aesthetic, but it amounts to you stabbing the enemy in front of you without moving or anything, you can just roll to hit it. If it's a case of like
Cool.
Esme flips up into the air, 360 no scopes, and it's like, well, then you're gonna have to.
No.
But if it's just
Well,
technically
look,
easy
we
way
can
to
make
stab
that. No,
Yeah.
we can make a call after I hit potentially. Anyway, Esme will attempt to do that.
Go for it.
Oh God.
Darren, I think I don't hit. Can you confirm?
Buddy, you're just gonna have
Like,
to take lucky here.
Esme just turns around, right? And then she just bends over and she just says, "Whatever, have at me, Dreamscape." And she's just ready to go.
Oh my god.
You need her to be prone, she can be prone. She'll just lie down.
Just
Oh,
Who's she
sad.
pointing her butt at?
Just God.
Just God.
Just
to wrap
anyone.
it up.
Darren, there is an Esme ass staring directly at you. A smoky,
Yeah, an ephemeral.
ethereal ass.
Right, Monkey's about to get their head kicked in.
I wish I had those like combat maneuver things that other fighters get.
Wait, do fighters get combat maneuvers?
There you go, Neil. 86 damage there. Yeah, so... Monkey gets 2 slaps square in the face by a flail. But that, we're back to Coda.
Cool. I'm gonna hit the one who's hitting Monkey, because I want to draw the attention away from her.
And we need her alive.
Ooh. Does a 15 hit?
How come you roll 3 times?
I didn't. Oh!
Hi.
Oh, I did! I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to. I tried to hit it twice. Okay, we'll just take the
Say
22 and
goodbye to
15
that
then.
crit.
Yeah, forget the crit. Does a 15 hit?
15 doesn't. 22.
Oh, well done, buddy. Yeah, I think I used my action surge. Yeah, so I'm done.
The ground quakes.
Oh, good.
And it quakes again. Almost like in a rhythm.
Ooh. Is this coming from, like, above the trench, or underneath us?
Yeah, coming from,
Okay.
like, technically straight ahead for you guys. Esme, this is for you. A 15 and a 22.
Ooh, it rhymed.
22 hits, 15 doesn't.
You take 11 bludgeoning damage from this big-ass maul.
I react to evade that and take 6, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
5?
I'm gonna go with 6 because
Okay.
Esme deserves to be punished.
Esme is just accepting the fact she's a masochist. These are for you, Coda. 19 and 16.
Attacker wins and miss.
Five piercing damage from a rapier.
Cool.
Hold on, Monkey's gonna do the thing. Essentially, like a straight beam of mind blastiness comes out of Monkey, and she hits the 2 of them. And takes a bit of damage, but like Green literally had fucking nothing left.
Yeah.
Aim.
Pardon?
Sorry if I broke up. Choco.
Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cast Ray of Frost at the one in front of Esme.
Neat.
Take him out. No, not.
Fair.
Whoop, forget that plan.
Anything else you want to do?
I'm going to give bardic inspiration to Coda, and I'm going to imagine just for a moment that I'm actually a Valor bard, so he can add it to damage if he wants.
Ooh! Can I have an int? That's nice.
Because
really cool.
I wish that was a general bard thing. It bothers me so much.
Nice roll.
Yeah, no, that triggers.
Yeah,
Cool.
thank you.
Esme.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Esme will stop presenting to God and attempt to stab this man again.
Yeah.
She looks him right in the eyes. She says, "I'm having a rough day. It's time for you to go away." So I'd like to imagine that Esme has just dropped all of her levels into Bard instead, and now she's the Bard. No, hold on. Oh my God! It's Esme, the dancing priest.
It's yourself, is it?
Hold on, I'm adding my bardic inspiration to that.
Please.
16.
Attacker wins.
Ah!
Get him.
So
Nice.
the first D8 is just a standard slash, but then the damage that would be her sneak attack damage is holy fire, just like rippling up his body,
Nice.
and just
Ooh,
being,
nice.
That's
just literally whoosh, and then the extra 3 is just Esme twisting the knife because she's had a rough day. She's ready for a bubble bath.
Aren't we all?
It's like haha, and you hear like a
It's a tear down in Bath nature.
you sky spear comes through this trench and into him, and like you see like a rope that's attached to it goes like have I gone again? Hello?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're breaking
Was
up.
that? Hold on. Can I make a general assessment of what I think you said?
Mhm.
That a giant spear just flew in, stabbed the red marked guy, maybe, and then it's attached to rope. The rope pulls taut, and he just gets like dragged out of the trench.
And you just stabbed.
He's
That's
just
okay.
stabbed.
I
He's
thought he
not
got
been
reefed
dragged
out. I was like, that's crazy cool.
That is really cool. But he's still here, yeah?
Yes.
Is he dead?
Oh right, sorry, no, yeah, he's gone. Like
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, it was him. Farewell.
Oh, I thought it was the red dude. Okay, it was what we thought, but it wasn't the red dude. It was one of the dead guys. Oh, up. Okay. Is it an airship? Is it like a flying airship with like harpoons on it? Is it a flying pirate ship? Is it patches? Is it patches? Oh, it has. Wait, I didn't hear anything about legs. What happened?
Darren, what's this about legs?
What's this about legs?
Airships don't have legs. He doesn't need to explain it. Do you know why?
It's
They're
a true
giant
statement. He's right.
monsters.
yeah,
Oh my
you
God.
hear like the ground quakes and shakes, and you hear familiar like dush, dush, like something walking.
It's Hell's Moving Castle, except instead of Hell's Moving Castle, it's a giant fucking warforged.
Hell's moving harpoon gun.
Oh,
Is
Christ!
it like those big dudes we saw in Dagdom, or is it way bigger than that?
I mean, you can't. The only thing you've seen
can
of this
hear
thing,
them.
yeah,
can't
you
see
can
them.
hear it. But,
Hey, Darren,
yo,
did they sound about the same size as the giant warforged that are on the walls of Uria?
Ooh.
That was Esme. Number 3 misses Monkey off. Awful, something fierce. Coda.
Can I? It's probably gonna be a high save, but can I make an int check to say that this gun doesn't take a penalty from shooting point blank?
Over it.
Ooh.
Yeah, for the next shot, it'll be a scatter.
Ooh, okay. Awesome. I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Hits.
That was without sharpshooter for once, because I didn't want to risk missing. So 25 damage.
Yeah, this dude kind of like falls back up against the thing. He's like barely holding up his flail. He's like, eh.
Oh, and then I can attack him with my rapier. 25
Hits.
13 more damage. Yay!
Esme whispers loudly, "Let's run away!"
Yeah, the second that guy falls, we need to run.
Oh yeah, I'm running.
So you guys take off down the trench, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like more guys, but as you're running forward, like it's like systematically, like, you know, like harpoon pulled out. They're just getting like absolutely decimated. Like some of them are almost climbing back to get away, kind of thing. Can I have deck saves?
Oh, boy.
Oh. Oh.
Coda, you are knocked prone.
Cool.
As you essentially sprint through the trench, water gushes in from the left and knocks you over. You see attack ships like essentially pulling up to the shore. You guys find yourself like sprinting out of the trench and back onto the shoreline kind of thing.
Oh, this is the landing. This is the landing.
Esme would like to look around and say, "Hey, if our friends are here, could they like help us?"
What friends, Esme?
Wow.
Oh, I'm genuinely asking.
Yeah,
what friends
who do we
are.
know that was here?
Oh no, like she knows. It's more just thinking it's like, I wonder, wait, how real is this? Is this really real? It's just like, I wonder if the torchbearers are here, and she just like peeks out. It's like, no, oh no, it's all death and hell out there, and she climbs by.
Esme, it's real. If you die in the dream, you die in real life.
Esme's hand turns into a claw, and she's just like, I'm ready.
Can you turn into a smoke werewolf?
That is, Esme's aesthetic is getting too complex enough. We're drawing it back to a ghostly, ghastly figure.
Like as system saving throws are triggering, you hear Monkey scream, run.
No, I must glide, and she glides.
Wait, is Monkey like being attacked, or what's? Can we see her?
No, she's like pushing you forward to run.
Oh, okay.
Give me them saves.
What is it? A deck save?
Wisdom.
Ah!
Ooh, oh fellas. Okay, Coda and Monkey are okay. You guys essentially sprint out past a rock, and you see like ships going up, and then like it's almost like an automatic feeling. But Esme, Izzy, when you guys like essentially step out, like I haven't broken up Ram still here, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, when you guys step out, you feel like this burning sensation in the side of your face, and when you turn, you see a massive like galley, fucking whatever those ships are called, pull up, and there's just robed figures, like clearly. Like, and hovering over the boat is this massive, smoky, inky eye.
Esme realizes the correlation between her form and that, and now her dream form is going to just get a little bit more chaotic as she goes because she doesn't want to be that anymore.
They've taken the smoke and the eye aesthetics. It sucks.
How dare they?
They've stolen
Leave
the
some aesthetics
smoky
for the
eye
rest
from the
of us.
YouTubers.
Okay, you guys take 12 psychic damage.
Ooh!
Oh fuck.
And you guys essentially get a psychic punch in the face from Monkey to like snap you out of it. It's a case of like she punches and it's like move, and like it's a case of you get smacked but fall into the running motion, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can hear like large shrieking coming behind, like kind of like essentially like metal steel on steel, like you're singing, and she's like, "Is Esme dead or down?" Sorry. Yeah.
No. She's just like she's doing the olive oil arms. Oh hell!
You guys turn like essentially are like not Esme. Monkey points to like another trench, and she's like, "Go down there," like that kind of thing. She's like just kind of running and like pointing.
I want to stay to the back just to make sure the monkey doesn't like fall behind or anything like that, because
Yeah, that's fair.
she needs to be with us.
Yeah, so you guys go fine. You guys goes fine. Dex saves everybody.
Nice.
We're heading for another trench.
Yeah, you guys have essentially like ran into a trench and are about to turn the corner.
Oh boy.
I'm an out of controller. Yeah, you guys turn the corner and fall. You guys are like falling down into Uria. It's a case of like the dex is to essentially like stabilize yourself in the air, but you guys are like plummeting hard towards what you would know to be normal Uria. Like you know,
modern day Uria.
Yeah, like Uria. But you can see that the tower that Monkey has pointed out is kind of fused into like where the normal towers would be. You know, in the center of the city, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like as you're plummeting, Monkey's like, you know, like she says telepathically because you can't actually like yell to each other as you plummet. That's disproven. But she's like, don't worry, like you can't die from heights in this place. It's just gonna be like more scary than physically. Like, oh god, we're gonna die.
Are you sure?
And she's like, aim for somewhere soft.
Darren.
I hate this. I hate you. What the fuck?
Yeah, yes, Neil?
I'd like to spread.
Oh god!
I'd like to spread Esme's shadow form out thin to like reduce people's like falling speed.
Oh,
in the hopes of making it like.
That's really cool.
Yes.
I actually got like such a like sting when I saw this map. I miss it.
Aww.
Like, not just because it hurt me to draw it. There's so many little stupid parts.
Laura, stop crying.
Well, I didn't draw this version. Darren drew this version.
So, yeah, the black circle is where the tower is. You guys plummet here.
And is this, like, are the mechanism age towers combined now, or is it the old?
Yeah, where they would be, they're kind of like, it's like this weird amalgamation with the black towers.
But it's like current day Uria.
Yeah, sure as fuck looks like it.
Without the plague, I assume.
Without the plague, yeah. Well, who knows?
Maybe plague, we don't know.
So where do we land?
You kind of like down here.
Oh,
down
perfect.
in the warehouse district where we killed that.
Yeah, actually, yeah, roughly around there.
Good times.
Sorry, guys, one second.
We did it, you guys. We're finally back in the area.
Esme Groots the party.
Oh.
Oh, that's so cute.
And then she says, "I am Esme. Goodbye." And then she turns into an angel. And I'm an angel again. But this time, I don't hang around because that would be weird.
Yeah, guys, you guys find yourself in a familiar street. Like, essentially, familiar streets.
Are there people or is it abandoned?
It is deathly silent.
Fun.
How do you wish to proceed?
Wait, sorry, can you confirm again whereabouts we are? Are we
Warehouse district.
Far south.
far south? Darren, when I look around, does Esme get any feeling of like push back in any direction she moves? Or does she have like a bit of a free roam move going on?
What do you mean? Like,
So basically my theory, my actually, here's a better version of that. Remember when we went to the desert biome?
Yes.
And in the dark room that was there, it was all empty. So it looked like the city, the exact same, but there was not a sign of life.
correct, yeah.
Where we are currently, is it similar to that in that there is not a sign, there are no signs of life? This is just the city as that orchestra member thinks of it.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay, cool. Because then once Esme realizes that, she's like, well, I know where I'm going. And she just starts to like plow forward straight towards the mage tower. The middle tower.
Yeah, cool. Can I get survival checks off people?
No.
Can't wait for like 4 levels from now when I can finally up my wisdom.
Use deck of many things?
Nope.
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Yeah, well, okay.
Can Wub just can I like trade a part of my soul to Wub to be given access to the cleric class like now?
You mean just, can I just get a free level?
Yeah.
No, but like just at my next level, can I just like sacrifice part of my soul? Can I? Oh my god!
You qualify for a cleric.
No, not yet. Can I?
What?
Can I?
What's your wisdom?
It's my wisdom is 12. I need to be 14, I think, or 13.
I think it's 13.
Esme will swear a part. No, it's 14 because I think it's 14 because I wanted to.
Oh, you'd need to put the 2 points into, yeah.
I would have needed to put the 2 in. Esme, anyway, what Esme will do is Bo has 13. He can do it. Yeah, well, Bo is dead. No, he's fine. Esme survives because her survival is pretty good.
Yeah, it's more you guys navigating the streets. Like, you know, it's pretty much how you remember. This person seems to have like an excellent memory of the city, that sort of thing. When you guys kind of get to like here, passing like kind of like a small park, a lot of buildings, that sort of thing, you hear 6 pops, like pop, 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 like in front of you, like tush, 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 tush. And it's a familiar pop. It's the kind of pop that comes out of Coda's weird contraption.
Oh boy.
And you hear really like slow footsteps, like behind like one of the buildings to your left. Like it's kind of like, and then you hear like the rattle of like, again, we'd know it as like, you know, bullet casings hitting the ground.
What?
Everybody, shh, Coda, shut up now. It's time to shut up.
That wasn't Coda, that was Laura, but okay.
Coda, Laura, everyone, shush. Let's put our backs to the nearest alleyway and see what comes around the corner. Esme's form has taken on more of a, oh my god, this is so accurate. So because Esme is back in the area, he has more of a cohesive physical form. And,
oh, okay, I like that.
And she just kind of like, back against the wall.
Yeah, I'm
well,
no,
are you against the walling to like hide or just to see what's coming?
To hide and kind of, yeah, essentially. Or
okay,
pass by and see what happens.
Yeah, no, yeah, cool. Go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, Coda. Well, Coda's are, you know,
this is
justifiably
actually...
distracted by this.
Yeah, no,
two
this
of them
is
hide,
perfect.
and I'm looking straight at this fucker with the gun.
No, I'm gonna say the tree. You kind of like it's a case of like Esme's like hide and Coda's, so she's kind of pulling him in, so she kind of like half goes in, that sort of thing.
Yes, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know I'm just literally keeping an eye on the connection because I don't want it to go red for exposition. But yeah, before you essentially walks around the corner really slowly, kind of like almost like a real cocky slow walk, is a person in like kind of like all like black leather, kind of like ragtag thrown together, kind of got a long duster, really wide brim hat. It's clearly a tiefling just by the bone structure and the fact that like out of the two sides this guy's horns, like it's all kind of like, it's basically if you just like made a tiefling in black, kind of like dust, like black and white kind of thing. But the only thing is their eyes, which are kind of which is like kind of common amongst most tieflings. Obviously, it's not, you know, law, but like, you know, but also his eyes are kind of like yellowy orangey, kind of glowing, like the pupils, like, and also the other bit of color is the fact that his hand is bright red and kind of dripping blood. And he just like kind of looks, and like you guys are hidden, and he's like, my, Mr. Darrow, we meet at last.
How do you know me? Who are you?
He's like, oh, ho, ho, and like he's kind of like walking left a bit of his like duster coat thing back. And Coda, you can see on his right hip, he's got a gun. His chest, he's got a gun, and on his left hip, he's got a gun.
These guns look more sophisticated than mine.
Of course they do.
Yeah, I mean, like, I assume, but, you know, I gotta ask. Okay. Does he, like, he's not me, is he? Like, he's not, or is, like, I mean, does he, like, is he, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to picture this, like...
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna, like, leap into it, because...
No, it's cool, go ahead.
Yeah, no, he's like, oh, you, like, you can only act so bratty and, like, you know, bite the hand that feeds Coda so much before he gets slapped.
Who are you?
I'm Kabiri's right-hand man. And, like, as he says that, he holds up his kind of red hand.
What are you
You've
doing?
been a bold boy, and I'm here to collect. The debt has changed.
But we beat Kabiri, he's gone.
Oh, my. Thought you were the bright one of the group.
What does he want now?
He's like, well, you got to get you back in line. So he's gonna take it out on your delightful friends, as it were.
This has nothing to do with them. That's between me and him and you, his
No, my boy, you were correct. It did not. You just kept, you know, throwing it back in his face, and now it does involve them. So we're gonna teach you a lesson. So if you could ask your friends to come out from wherever, you know, move this thing along real quick.
I take out my rifle and just point it at him and shake my head.
He's like, oh, careful, boy. You sure you want to dance with the devil?
Me and you, leave them alone.
He's like, I'm only gonna say it once. Put the weapon down, or I'm gonna put you down. Like, yeah, admittedly, I cannot take you in here. You know, given our current state. He's like, all I have to do is reduce you to a bleeding pulp, and then I just have to walk up in the forest and collect my bounty. So he says, because that's what I do, and he like gestures to a badge that's like over his, like where a sheriff's badge would be, and it has like an eye in it, and under it says never sleep. So what does Coda do?
Sorry, I'm thinking.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I'm gonna ask you for what Coda was sent a thing, so I'll, like, you know, we'll cross-examine that sort of.
Coda was sent a thing?
No, I was sent a thing.
Oh, sorry. Well, he's not backing down. He's not putting the gun down. But I guess he's waiting to see what this thing's gonna do. But he's refusing to, like, he's not looking over, he's not, like, calling the others, and he's not backing off.
But we can hear what's going on, right? Like, it's not like we're far away.
Alright, yeah.
You guys can hear it and see you're just, like, in the shadows.
Once Esme is, Esme will be making a move to go out to Coda very shortly. She's just thinking real hard right now.
If I imagine something happening to him in this world, like, it won't affect him, right? Because he's not part of this world.
It's a sense. It's a sense of like from like reducing it to like what are you trying to imagine? Pitch that and all, like, essentially.
Essentially to disarm him. Like, I don't think it's gonna affect him, but I basically want to imagine the guns like just dropping like from him, like kind of disintegrating or something, like just disappearing.
Yes. I'm gonna say you can attempt it.
Yeah,
like, obviously, I don't like saying.
I don't like saying outright no. I'm just gonna picture very clearly those guns fucking leaving.
Yeah. Like I really hate saying no, like, because that's the bad way to do it. But just roll it. Who knows? You might crit, or you might get really high, and but go for it. Coda's kind of like, like, thinks hard, kind of like, furs his brow, kind of like, motherfucker. You hear from the windows like this really weird, distorted, like melting sound track, like, like a cassette that's melting, so in like a, kind of like, but it sounds like it's meant to be like a rallying cry, like as if someone was like a call to arms. It's really weird, but like this individual kind of turns and looks, and he's like, what the, that kind of thing. So Neil, you may roll again, that kind of thing. Like, you've kind of like brought it a little bit.
Yeah. No, actually, because I had a plan to bring it further anyway, but that's a good one. Esme holds out her hand towards Isidora. It's like, I need some help because this could be good, and she just
she puts her hand in Esme's and says, "What do you need?"
I'm trying to think of think of people in windows. Think of the windows full of people, and I'll add the rest, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So.
You may both roll. And it'll essentially contribute to the one.
Yeah. She's gonna think of like what she's remembering of Yuria and what she knows about Yuria now, like plague victims, like just emaciated, desperate people, and like people were in Shaylin as well, just like banging on the windows and screaming.
It's a good mix. I like what's coming. Good. Yes.
Nice, guys. That was a big mark for the team.
Esme tugs Isidora's hand and indicates that we're going outside. And I like to imagine that we skid to a halt either side of Coda.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
And Esme, so.
He was very alarmed and startled. He does not like to see you guys here.
He's like, well, right-hand man, there's something you forgot. This city ain't big enough for all of us.
And there's that
boys!
Yeah.
And she just lets out this, huge whistle.
So, from the...
Yeah!
The way I imagine it is very simply, it's a mix of both of the ideas. There's people pounding, like the sick, the weary, the elderly, all of those people pounding on the glass, and it's literally like a drum beat. While some of the windows just seem to shoot up, and people bearing a bluebird symbol take out bows and crossbows and shit like that, and basically aim them at the right-hand man. And they're ready to take the shot, whenever that needs to happen.
Yeah, that's up to you. Do they clearly has no intention of backing down?
Oh yeah.
Hello.
You're okay.
No, but I mean, it's up to you. Does Esme good?
Yeah, she puts she basically just she says one last chance, and when he says whatever he says in response, she just says, "Fire all!"
I shoot him as well with the rifle when he says draw.
Can I just have a roll, Coda, just for like aesthetic, I guess.
Roll from Coda or from Esme?
Yes, thank you.
We get a ranged attack, like a spell, that kind of thing.
Okay, what am I rolling?
It's just powering up the attack.
I think it's for the the general attack.
Right.
Yes, so this guy goes to shoot, he misses kind of thing because like he just gets like shot by Coda and like the nasty boys, the Ashalan boys, everything just starts like are hawking rocks at him, like screaming, banging windows. He just gets riddled. And he kind of like grunts like and like does like a forward roll behind like some cover kind of thing.
I guess we're going to have to follow him.
Oh no, it's a case of like he's just taking cover over there. He's just after getting out of danger, that sort of thing. He hasn't ran away.
You're outnumbered.
I don't think he's going to back down. So I think the best plan of action is everybody keep fucking shit at him till he's dead. She takes out her sword.
Yeah, you just hear him just be like, "Oh, I was hoping you'd do this."
What's he behind, Darren?
Like a wall. A low down. 22 versus everyone's AC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god damn it! Fucking lame wad. You see like a hand flick, and like you hear a bang from the gun, and the bullet whizzes around and kind of like cuts through all three of you. That sort of thing.
Oh fuck.
And he's like, "I'll give you one last chance, Icarus. Just hand up the goods, and we can be on our merry way."
Coda, just out of interest, what is it he wants?
I'm like out of character a little unclear. What does he want? He wants Esme.
He wants Esme, is he?
Oh,
and
okay.
Esme.
Oh, Esme's just like, oh. She says, "No, I'm sorry. I'm already sworn to a gold-plated man, and he's far more impressive than you."
Like, if I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. People aren't things you just like take and give away. Also, I know like it's not a part of your deal at all, but the fact that we're both ladies also puts an extra nasty spin on it. So fuck you.
That's true. Also, Monkey is here, and she's a kid, so you fuck off.
Yeah, as Izzy finishes, like, kind of like, you know, fucking ringing him out, he just stands up and he's like, "Oh, god damn it, you talk too much. Initiative, please."
So, as she's getting ready to fight, she says, "We talk too much! We talk too much! Every fucking demon and god in this fucking universe is an overdramatic so-and-so." She's just complaining to herself.
Yeah, one sec, guys. I'm just punching shit on the board.
Oh, we had a bard fight, now we're having a gunslinger fight.
Yeah,
Hooray!
now we have a rogue fight next. Yeah, Coda doesn't actually look that, like, disturbed by this dude. He actually looks kind of confident. Like, he's not phased.
I'm just aware that whatever the rogue fight is how I get to go, like, make my decision with the shroud.
Oh, interesting.
I think. I don't know. Darren could...
Just for purely because I hate doing it, like, as you guys kind of, like, step up to fight, he just lets a shot off to Monkey, and she kind of, like, rolls back through a window, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
just get out of the way. But yeah, he's up first, guys.
Bye!
That one's top 24 Izzy, 19 Esme, 22 Coda.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm on very low health.
I'm gonna fix it, don't worry.
So first damage is 13 to Izzy, 6 is to Esme, and 8 is to Coda.
Jeez.
And with that, it is Esme.
Well, not one to be outdone. Esme is going to just... Yeah. So, Esme holds the rod in her hands, and then she basically, like... Again, it's mostly aesthetic for damage, more so than anything else, but she, like, from between her knuckles, produces 3 long claws on each hand, and she's just like, I'm ready, and she just throws herself in to start trying to slash at him.
I like it a lot.
So, will I roll int as part of... Will I roll the int to see if that works? Yeah,
Sure. Yeah.
60.
Esme tanking seems like... If that green bar is an actual indication of her health, this seems like...
No, it isn't. It isn't. I'll edit that correctly once.
Yes, that is all good.
Cool. 19 versus AC.
Correct, Amundo.
And then I'm going to do my bonus action, like, rod attack as part, like, basically to keep that up. Does that work? That fair?
Yes, sounds good.
Cute. Her will fails her.
Aww.
Nice damage.
Her will.
Nice.
So yeah, that's the end of her turn. She's just kind of looking at him, and she's got the 6 big claws between her and him, and she's just laughing.
he just like looks around the guy, tips his hat, and smiles. Isidora.
I want to imagine that instead of casting Cure Wounds, I can cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Ooh.
Oh.
God, I hope you do it.
Come on.
Yes!
No, yeah.
Yes!
Cool, so obviously I am casting that on the...
Uh-huh.
Cast it on the red hand, go on.
I would also cast it on Monkey, but she's not here.
She went through a window.
Nice,
Thank you.
okay. Yeah, I was also not good, so... And then I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Coda.
Thank you again. And I still have one actually. I haven't used my old one, so give it to Esme.
Then Esme.
Nice. Coda. Oh, sorry, Amy. Is that all you want to do?
Yeah, it is.
It's up to you, Coda face.
Can I want to imagine that I still have a grid point. Essentially.
Nice.
I don't know how that works in the universe, but like I basically want to like be able to use my sharpshooter proof, so I'm gonna try and imagine that I can get the sharpshooter off, even though I don't have any grid points.
Coolio.
Oh.
Yeah, you feel your gun tingle. Gives the shot.
Okay. All right, I'll try it. So I'm gonna use that grid point to get an advantage on my sharpshooter.
Cool.
It didn't help.
Okay, yeah, contested roll. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, it didn't work.
Coda like pulls up the rifle and fires, and as like he fires, this guy just like left hand pulls up one of the guns and shoots like essentially your bullet out of the way.
Ugh.
Then I'm gonna run up. No, I mean, I don't want to sword fight this guy. I want to gunfight this guy. But
that's fair. No, that's fair. Hold on, I just need to just add more salt into
this. Wait a
mix.
second.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna ruin everyone's fun.
Wait a second.
After he shoots Coda's bullet out of the ground or out of the air, he like looks at Esme and winks. Okay, go ahead, Coda.
I still have my pistol, so I can shoot my second attack with my pistol. Because
Technically,
I can stow or draw a firearm as a free action, so I can just take out my pistol. 17.
Hits. $22 damage. Nice. Is that all you wish to do, Coda?
It's fine, guys. If he's a mirror of Coda, his HP isn't that high.
I guess that's all I want to do, yeah.
19, Esme.
Hits.
Sorry, once I got to check them.
Is that bullet like coming around to get her?
Oh no, that wasn't a bullet, my friend.
But that was one of the nasty boys. They're too nasty. I would like to imagine them 5% less nasty.
Not 1 sec.
I'm concerned. I mean, he's here to hurt Esme and Izzy, and Esme ran up right in his face, so that's just not the best.
Okay, Esme. Can I have a strength save, please?
Oh.
I am ready. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want!
Please stop saying stuff like
Stop
that.
with the religious weird shit, please.
She is ready to be... She's ready
the
to
weird
become a
religious shit for the fake god.
Yeah, so essentially, Esme, you were not grappled and used as a human shield.
Ugh.
Oh,
that would have been fucking awful.
You're still gonna shoot twice at Izzy.
yeah, that's it.
How come this dude gets such good rolls with this gun? Oh, jeez.
With that, we're to Esme.
Esme looks at Isidora. Isidora, are you alive?
Barely.
Okay. What can I do? What can I do?
That was an idea.
Okay, I have an idea. Darren, Esme misty steps behind the red hand.
Nice.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, Esme is fairly focused on the rod as a way to increase her powers, so don't be shocked by what happens next.
She shoves it up his butthole?
No, God, no. It's kind of I like what this is. Darren.
Yep.
You know Daredevil.
Yep.
You know the bow clubs that basically have the string in them.
Mm-hmm.
Esme twists the rod, pulls like both ends apart to basically reveal this golden string.
She's gonna garrote him.
No, it's more like she's gonna like grapple him with it, where she's gonna like throw it around and then try and like pull him so that he's grappled or stopped from moving.
Okay, yes,
So basically, what I'm trying to imagine out of this one is
The
Esme gets to use her bonus for the Rod of Pelor to create and maintain a grapple.
Okay, give me a rolly.
Oh yep.
Yeah, boy.
So now I will roll to attempt to hold him. I'm gonna add bardic inspiration.
Okay. You know you were correct. That is a D8.
Yes, it is.
Oh, excellent.
19.
Yeah, I know that hits.
Esme just says, "Get over and stab him while he can't shoot you." Maybe, I don't know. I mostly just have him tied up over here.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Isidore.
Can he make a wisdom save, please?
The red hand Esme. It's all one word now.
He succeeds, but he still takes half damage. So
Nice.
half of 17. That's Dissonant
Oh, shit.
Whispers, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Does he get any kind of disadvantage or something for Dissonant Whispers?
It's only if it hits. Like
Right, yeah.
If he failed, he would have had to like run away.
Well, he couldn't because he's grappled.
Yeah. So it didn't make a difference. But he takes
No,
half
that's
damage
still
anyway.
solid damage. Is that all, Amy?
Yeah.
Coda?
I am going to shoot him with the rifle, and I want him to make a con save if it hits.
Yep. Go shoot.
I'll shoot with the pistol. Then that's my second attack.
Yeah.
That's better. Yeah, I'm gonna get him to make a con save anyway. Oh, he fails. So he takes 20 damage and he is stunned from lightning.
And he's stunned, did you say?
Stunned.
Neato.
And Coda's like looking very confident, and he's just kind of like, "You try to fight me in my home with my friends by my side. You're outnumbered and you're at a disadvantage." He's kind of smiling. He's really like he's confident, and he shouldn't be, but he is.
Yeah, cool. Since he's stunned, he can't exactly respond. So, Esme.
Cool. I can't really do anything other than keep him tied up. See, the problem is if I drop it, then he doesn't have to try and get out of it after being stunned.
This is true.
Whereas if I maintain it for the moment and don't try to, like, summon another power or anything, it's pretty good. Darren, he starts off the turn, doesn't he?
No, he's stunned, so his goal was like...
No, but like, in terms of the way, the order, he's the first person in the order of each team. Yeah. Cool. Esme is just going to maintain holding him for the moment, and yeah, that's what she's going to focus on doing.
Alright.
Take his guns.
See, the problem is I fully imagine her using both hands and either side. So I have like, there's something you could do to stop that, but then that also causes other issues. So.
Yeah, that's right. Amy, you're up, buddy.
Can he make... I'm just going to do the same thing. Can he make another wisdom save, please? If he's stunned, does that affect the save?
I was just checking. It's only strength and dex saves, and attack rolls against me have advantage. Like that.
Okay, that's grand. He takes half damage anyway, so that's only 3.
That's cool. What I was going to say, is that all you want to do, Amy?
Yeah.
Cool. Coda.
Okay, so attack rolls against him have advantage.
Correct.
Cool. I will
Heal him.
shoot him with the rifle. Coda, why do you suck? This is your fight. You absolute wanker. Okay, I'm gonna shoot with the pistol.
Cool. 18 hits.
How's he looking once that hits him?
Yeah, he's looking like his legs are going kind of a little limp.
Well, I've used my... I'm trying to think if I can, like, dream my way into some cool way of, like, fucking this guy. No, I can't. No, not that. No, I can't think of anything. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna stay where I am.
So he's no
dramatic
longer
effect,
stuck.
I'm gonna move a little closer.
Cool. What were we saying? So he has to contest against you, Esme, yeah? Like a strength check.
Yeah, bitch. Throw me into Coda.
Oh shit. He's strong. Right, he's a fighter. He's trained in strength.
Oh no, he's not a mirror of you.
No, I'm trained in strength as well.
Roasted, Amy. Fucking high five.
Darren.
Hello.
Esme used her wish to or her dream to basically roll with her roll with the rod stats? Should she roll with the rod stats now, or should she maintain with her regular strength?
Rod stats.
Cool.
I can't believe you had a wish the whole time.
Wow, do you get a +8 to strength to the rod?
Yeah, if I'm using like it's not +8 to strength. It's literally the rod is a plus. Like, oh shit! Hold on. That's basically using my standard attack modifier with the rod as
cool.
as it, which is kind of broken, and obviously we'll fix that. But it doesn't really matter because Esme's getting flinged away, which I'm kind of okay with.
I'm gonna say Esme goes here.
Yeah,
And like pulls her over her shoulder, kind of thing.
Yeah. I was hoping she'd be away from him.
Now it's Esme's go because he flexed and busted out of that.
No, I can't do that now. 1 second, I'm just checking my notes of things that I've previously done with this power.
I didn't add my Valor inspiration. I'll do it next turn.
She'll just do the standard, like, light sword attack thing again. Before she does that, she's going to insight. She's going to use insightful fighting.
Well, if he's anything like me, he has shit charisma.
Yeah, Laura, I don't think
he has a +6. Still pretty bad though. He's like me, but better. With many gun and much charisma and strength.
Yeah. I've got your number, Red Right Hand. His right hand is missing, yeah?
I think it's bleeding.
No, his right hand is bloody and red.
Okay, cool. I think he's going to aim for his left hand to just make the map.
Yeah.
Perhaps if he can't be the red right hand, then he can't be anything and he'll just disappear. There we go.
Hits.
Darren, I would like to state that Esme, having used insightful fighting, has the wherewithal to not kill him so that Coda can get the kill.
Fair.
That is the intention. And unless Esme somehow nukes him, I figure
rolls
that should be
all highest damage.
Yeah. Wow. Way to curse me, Laura.
Is that all, Esme?
Yeah, same thing again though. It's the sword slash and then the holy fire.
Yeah. Easy.
She's gonna shuffle over here and cast Ray of Frost at him. $17 hit.
Hits.
Cool. Total damage.
Ooh, nice. Is that all, Amy?
Yep.
Cool. All right, Laura, you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna make this 2 with the pistol. It seems to become better than this stupid fucking rifle. No, I'll go 1 rifle, 1 pistol again. Ooh, okay. They both hit?
Yep.
Okay, this damage is about to be pretty fucking high. I'm just telling you now.
Do it! Kill him!
Oh, okay, I rolled a 1, but it's 46 damage.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, you shoot him twice in the side of the head.
And he's still up?
He leans forward. You see him essentially pull out his gun, and he kind of bleeds from his mouth into the chamber where the bullets would be.
Ugh.
Ew!
And essentially puts his thumb on and like spins the chamber and like puts it back in and puts the gun like literally right up to Esme's head.
Oh fuck!
From the back, Isidora calls, "You're already a creep. You have to be gross."
Esme just like stares him dead in the eye. Is that against me?
Yeah, that's against you, buddy.
Yeah, she's just screaming like, do it, motherfucker!
Coda's just screaming, "No, stop!" There's people in my house. I don't want to shout really loud, but yeah, he's like screaming.
Esme can take it. I wish you'd crit though. That would have been brilliant.
Oh, he fucking nearly
Oh,
did.
could you imagine it?
Give me that sweet damage. I'm ready for Dream Esme to real die. How many grip points did he have on that?
Oh.
Esme is definitely still standing, like she's pretty okay. But yeah, she's like, wow, I just got shot at right in the face. Oh, good.
Con save. You're gonna get blood poisoning.
And strength
What?
save. Wait, is it both or one?
Both.
Oh
Yeah.
my fucking god.
I'm gonna use con. I'm gonna do the con and then the strength.
Yeah, that's fair, buddy. Give me them rolls.
Oh!
The strength is less dramatic, but that con save is dramatic.
Like, Coda's just going, like, fucking insane. Like, he's, like, the thaumaturgy's just, like, accidentally flaring up. Like, the ground is shaking and his eyes have just gone black. And he's
Esme.
furious.
I'm listening.
Yeah, he straight up, no lies, says dodge this kind of thing. And shoots. It's you don't get knocked back. That's what the strength was. Because it's more dramatic than drama. I'm an actor, Icarus. But yeah, essentially, like, you feel yourself kind of growing weak and like weird, and it's like you can feel like the blood going through you, kind of thing. And he's like, let's see how nimble you are now. Esme, anything related to your dexterity ability score, you now have disadvantage on ability checks and save.
Sorry, say that again.
You have disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws related to dexterity.
Okay, that's good. I like that. I'm into it.
Yeah, and essentially this dude kind of like essentially, like, I'm gonna say, just for like narrative reasons, like, Esme being shot point blank takes a step back, not like a square back, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just kind of like, blood's oozing everywhere kind of thing, and he's just kind of like laughing, and he kind of like points one gun towards Coda and shoots, and it clicks, like it's empty kind of thing, and it just drops, and he aims one at like Esme and does the same thing, and he's just kind of like walking towards Coda while he's doing, like, he shoots one towards Izzy, and he's kind of chuckling, and it drops, kind of like, it just shatters when it hits the ground, and he's like, I'll see you real soon, Icarus. Got a pit stop to make first.
Well, he's like walking towards me. Can I lunge forward and like grab him by the throat?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I am just like still like fire in the eyes. The ground is just shaking. Because
yeah, like,
I will kill you and him. I will destroy you.
He's like, he smiles as you're like, I guess, choking him, and he's like, oh, so predictable. He's like clear, almost like it's to the point where he's kind of nearly getting off on it. He's just clearly, like, in complete happiness. He's just like, oh god, you're so predictable.
Everyone who hates is such a creep.
Because creeps are the fucking most memorable. Yeah, go for it. What is everyone grabbing him to be like?
No, I am. This isn't like. This is Esme's retort to what he just did to her. And I don't know if this will carry over into the real world. When Esme goes full werewolf and goes to bite off his left hand, but the main crux of what she wants to do is infect him so that he too has dealt with her blood.
Oh, interesting.
It won't help, but it also won't hinder.
Cool.
Yeah. Aaron, do I technically need to roll any dream on that?
I mean, I'm just gonna say roll an attack, like if you were going to use your
cool.
werewolf natural weapons, that kind of thing. I mean, sure, go for it, yeah.
This is a +2 to hit, guys, so don't worry.
Yeah, no, that hits. You're hitting, like, so you effectively rip off his arm.
Not just his hand, not his full arm.
Oh, his hand.
And even then, maybe not his full hand, maybe just some of his fingers. But enough of her, like, big dog tongue slathering over an open wound to ensure that he knows that what he's getting out of this is worse than what she just got off of him. And she just spits the fingers out. And she's... I'm trying to think of... Hold on. No, she doesn't have anything. She just, like, stands like a big dog werewolf person. And if a werewolf can smile, she smiles at him.
That's fair, that's fair. Okay, cool, yeah, that's good. That's also what happens. Through gritted teeth, because, like, his, like, jaw is kind of, like, pressed up because of that. Like, blood is, like, everywhere kind of thing. Like, you know, it's, like, kind of really stands out against his, like, matte black kind of skin, kind of charcoaly. And he's like, Icarus, a smart man would have left me alive. I'll see you guys real soon, yeah? Wonder how quick you can get to the top of that there tower. And he kind of, like, you know, dies, essentially. Like, he kind of goes limp.
Esme turns back from a dog and says, "No, this isn't fair! I wanted you to be a werewolf! Wake up!" And were she not an actual hero, she would turn to Isidora and say, "Spare the dying on him! Satisfy me!"
Satisfy my needs.
I can't do that.
Oh my god. That's
and like I wouldn't.
Yeah, no, of course. And she, like, I don't expect you to, but it was literally just that idea. I was just like, no, I shall not be denied.
Yeah, Coda, like, throws his body onto the ground, like, just disgusted.
When it hits the ground, it kind of, like, deflates, almost.
How did he find us?
Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. We should do less thinking and more moving. Chances are, things are about to get pretty shitty up in here. So, Esme just turns her back and shouts, "Monkey, move it!"
Yeah, she just, like, conveniently picks herself up on time. Because, I mean, technically it was, like, what, 30 seconds in real time?
Yeah.
So she's like, "I'm okay, sorry about that. What was that? What's this? What is this? What are you doing?"
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'll just not worry about the man who I didn't pull in be in the... Oh, no, okay.
Okay, well, do you know where he came from?
Boy, Esme,
if I knew, I would say.
Esme points at everyone, and she's like, "No, shush. We're going to do something else now. You see that building?" And she points to the terrace, like, "We're going to run up the side of that building. We're not going inside. We're going outside. We're going to run up. And if we fail, we're going to learn how to fly. Because we don't have an option. We're just going up there, okay? So let's go."
Are you kidding me? We need somewhere to rest.
Oh, well, that too. Esme is, like, bleeding heavily. It's like...
Okay, we're gonna, like, go as soon as we can, but we can't keep going like this. Is there anywhere we could even take a few hours break?
She, like, nods in agreement. She's like, no, I understand it. And she, like, literally just turns to face a building, and it just, like, essentially peels open, and she's like, "After you." Essentially, it's like a building wall that's, like, not windows.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Coda has been, like, staring at this, like, body where it fell, just, like, shaking, and he just, like, screams in anger at this thing and just, like, kicks at it. He's just fucking furious. And then, like, he'll just sort of, like, move on just without speaking. Yeah, is Vern's house still here? Like, can we, like, does Yuria look, like, familiar?
It looks familiar, but you can probably hazard a
But
guess.
not too familiar.
Yeah, see, I was when we landed here first, there was a reason I asked, is everything like absent around us? Because if it wasn't, Esme was going to go to Vern's house. But I actually don't
It's just a memory. It's this guy's memory. He wouldn't know Vern, so he wouldn't remember.
Yeah, see, that's it. If Vern's house had the magical properties, it would imply that this person's been inside it.
But that's what I mean, though. It's actually it was.
It's not Uria. It's a memory of Uria, like.
Well, no, but it's like, I wasn't out to catch Darren out when I said, "Are there walls?" It was more the idea. I was just like, "This is an actual constructed memory. We can't just like push around it in the hopes of creating a world that person never experienced."
Yeah.
Yeah, when they get inside to rest, Coda just says like, "I'm so sorry. I thought we dealt with this."
Coda.
Yes.
You realize, of course, that Kabiri is not dead.
Well, yes, that's evident now.
Yeah, okay. I was just making sure that we're not surprised when that butthole just returns.
Is a short rest okay for people?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you add anything to the hit dice?
Yeah, you're con, don't you?
Cool.
Okay, grand. Also, if other people are spending hit dice, you get a d6.
Yeah. And that's 1d6 for the whole roll.
Let me check. Just to be sure.
I think it's just 1d6 overall, because we asked.
I think it is 1d6 overall, but I also want to check whether or not.
That seems very low at like higher levels, but I don't know. Like, it's something though. I mean, it's an extra boost, but like I'm just.
Let me check.
But also 1d6 per hit dice would also be very high, so it's a weird one. I don't know.
It's next level that goes up.
Yeah.
Typish. Oh well.
Yeah, Monkey's like, so what was that? Like, essentially during the short rest, she's like, so what was that?
I made a deal with the devil, and now the devil wants to collect on the deal, and he wants to take me and Isidora and probably Risbit. So he sent the red right hand, and then we killed him.
Oh, well, okay, that's a lot, right?
And he's figured out how to hurt me.
Aw, that's real nice.
No.
Not really.
No, like, it's a real nice thought, but equally, maybe this is a good enough reason for people to stop asking why we, like, outwardly hate each other, because then when people come looking for our #1 weakness, it isn't each other.
You know, weakness.
Don't.
He knows that if he goes for me, it won't hurt as much.
Yes, Coda, that's what I just said.
But it's not that you're
patched enough to be like, well, technically that makes sense. Okay.
And look, to be honest, we don't hate each other. I think anyone who spends enough time around us can tell that despite everything.
Esme throws her rock at me. Esme, in her mind, Esme is checking off the list of things, like, and then they wouldn't let me marry Ball, the murder guy. It's a joke. That doesn't happen. Oh my god, Darren.
Hello.
Can I imagine Ball, the murder god?
Stop.
And he just shows up in sexy lingerie.
But it's still half a skeleton.
Oh yeah, no, it's a full skeleton just in a bikini.
Esme, it's me, Anastasia. Okay, yeah, no. Any other heartfelt comments to make? Or are we just going to brush over the colossal one, as he just said?
I think we're all good friends, and I'm happy that the tiefling is dead, and not Coda, and I'm excited to run up the side of this tower and destroy this orchestra's man's mind from the inside out.
Next time he arrives, I'll be ready for him, and I won't let anything happen to you, I promise.
That's not your place to say.
Yeah,
we're grown-ups. You're not gonna stop us.
This whole thing, it's called mutual respect, and it amounts to letting other people make their choices, even if you don't agree with them, as long as they don't actively like dismantle your rights or someone else's and stuff. You know, just being mates.
I know, but if you fight, then he goes for you. He hurts you, and that's exactly what he wants. He knows exactly.
That's what everyone we fight does.
Coda,
Like, it doesn't matter what his intention is. In every fight, there's a chance of us getting hurt.
like, in every capacity, we walk around with bullseyes on the back of our heads because we continue to get involved in situations that result in bullseyes being put on the back of our heads. Kabiri is just another one up there.
A stupid mistake. My mistake.
Hey Coda, can I ask a question?
I feel
Where would you
like
be
I-
without that mistake?
Back in the area with the plague.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't know Izzy. I probably wouldn't know Rizbit. We probably would never have seen each other again. And you probably would have never gone on all the adventures that you went on. And you probably would have never visited Borea or like Shaylin or met the Baron or any of the cool fun stuff that we've done, even though you made a shitty decision. So maybe it's time.
I don't regret the things we've done together. I just regret that it's brought this extra danger to you.
What have you been telling me for the last, week and a bit? What we were doesn't change what we've done. And you promised me that you would be better at looking after yourself. And to be frank, you're not doing that.
Esme,
if this happens again, we'll deal with it. Because that's what we fucking do. Even when we're mad at each other, even when we're pissed off at each other, or we're keeping secrets from each other, that is what we do.
Thank you. I know you're right. You're right. I would do the same if it was one of you, so I can't expect you not to. I'm sorry, you're right.
Don't apologize, just be better.
We'll deal with it together like we deal with everything.
Right.
Monkey breaks the silence and she's like, so, are we ready to ship out?
One last thing.
I think I'm still cursed.
Yeah, that's actually what I'm going to do. Can I use lesser restoration? Wait, do I have? I don't think I have anything to remove curse, but can I use lesser Can I imagine that lesser restoration will get rid of it?
Sure. Yes, I think restoration does.
It doesn't remove curses. It gets rid of like paralysis and blind and death. That
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Well, this is like Dreamland curse. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, so I uncurse her. Well, I get rid of one of the curses.
Essentially, when
the latest curse.
When
Wait, does she have
Esme,
multiple curses?
She's a
when
werewolf.
Izzy,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. when Izzy cast it on, like from the forehead of Esme, you see like the bullet kind of like slowly be pushed out and then drop in front of her.
Oh, jeez.
Esme, you have a slight scar at the front of your forehead. You are unsure if the scar will carry over into the waking world.
Do you need longer to rest? Are you alright?
Esme does a push-up and says, "That's good. Yeah, I'm fine."
You just pushed a bullet out of your head.
Yeah, well, that happens, you know?
Yeah,
sometimes
can you
I wake
honestly
up,
say that's the weirdest thing we've seen today?
like, I attempted to infect a demon tiefling with, like, a fairly curable curse that is being a werewolf, and then he just died, so I feel like, I think we're in a good spot. I think this is okay.
Let's get to the top of that tower then.
I honestly suggest we run up the side of the tower. Like, just keep running.
Never to run.
I mean, yeah, what's your plan of attack, friend? What's the plan?
I honestly think that we should attempt to, like, just fly. Oh,
Yeah,
Isidora, imagine that you can cast the...
Imagine I can cast fly.
Darren, since I already imagined those wings, can I make them happen again? Or do I have to make another save?
I'm going to say because they're pretty OP. And we're gonna...
Nope. I'm distracted.
So we're just heading for the very top of the tower.
Yeah, apparently there'll be like a room at the top, that kind of thing.
Right. I am once again going to try to imagine reverse feather fall, so she's slowly hovering up.
Nice.
Thought, and maybe it's not it's probably not the time and place, but we could see what he knows of the inside of the towers. I know time is not our side, but
see what who knows.
Well, the person whose head we're in, we're going to be in that tower soon for the dinner thing. He might know intricacies of the inside that might help us. I don't know. Just thought it was a good time to maybe gather information.
This tower isn't like the actual.
No, he's talking about
about
the Mechanist Mage towers.
Say that again. Sorry. About the inside of the towers.
Coda was just suggesting that, like, because we're in like an abandoned area and this guy knows the inside of the towers, that we could like look inside and see if we can get any like relevant information about like just the layout of the towers and like where things are going to be and stuff, because we don't actually know what to expect when we come back to Area for the dinner.
I mean, that's fair. Monkeys, like, not counterpoint, will just be like a word of caution is that, like, I did say the closer we got to the tower, the more like abstract and nightmarish it would be. So just no going, like, if you want to do that, going down into those places could conjure up some absolute like in my head I keep referring to them as antibodies, but I know I go like mental antibodies, that kind of thing. So she's not like against it, she's not going to argue, she gets what you're saying, like this, like the argument, but she's like, just remember, it's just like the deeper we go into that kind of thing, like the deeper we're going into him, so just like know that like that kind of thing is a thing.
No, we should probably be cautious, shouldn't we?
Besides, his memory might not be accurate.
Oh, yeah, let's just get this done.
Guys, I'm ready. So just let's reverse that feather fall and start flying.
Okay. 14.
The city begins to rotate.
Why does it keep doing this?
And you guys slowly start to fall down, but technically up the tower.
Alright, if it works, it works.
I'm literally having like an I can see my house from here moment, and it's weird.
Yeah, you guys kind of get like about halfway up the tower, and you hear a deafening roar in the skies.
Is it a dream dragon?
You see in the distance black flapping wings.
Oh, Jesus.
Made out of smoke and ash and oil and goo. And they kind of bank left, bank right, and then they start coming straight for you. There is a small opening in the tower, about 5 feet from you guys. It's a case of like, you can risk it or you can climb to safety. Like Telltale style, that's like you chose.
What are you two thinking?
I would very much like to take the safest route.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Like wait, so is it like is it a situation of keep climbing the tower or go into this window thing?
Neil, we can hear echo of you.
Yeah, Neil, you're echoing like crazy.
It's a case of you can attempt to still fall climb, but you'll also be on outside of the tower,
we can go
fall
inside
climbing
the tower
with the gigantic,
Yeah, I say we head through the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you guys successfully, like, yeah, Monkey's like, I will literally do whatever. Yeah, that's correct.
I want to do a thing.
Go for it, buddy.
More of my needless visual imagery.
Yeah.
Esme just like points, says like once everyone's in agreement, we're going in. She just like everybody in. Standing on the side of the tower as the dragon approaches, she uses the rod like a wand and just points out in front of her. And basically, as she steps into the opening to fall in, she tries to like basically shield their retreat, essentially.
Oh, okay.
So it's purely visual, but it's also super cool because all that I imagine is a giant glowing symbol of Pelor that just like appears and then like knocks it back, and I have a visual of that I will send people shortly. But it's literally just like the giant symbol of Pelor, and I will roll to see if that happens. Not she's just going to get in and I don't know, get half eaten by a dragon. Half dead in a dream doesn't count, I suppose.
Nice. For the aesthetic, the dice were on your side.
Nice.
After that, I'm happy to go wherever.
Cool. Yeah. Essentially, when you guys go in, you enter an upside down room, and while you are standing on the roof, like the chandeliers that are hanging are like upright as if like gravity was quote unquote normal, that sort of thing. It's more you guys who are not being normal. It's quite a large like hall, and there's it's almost like a reading hall. Like there's like stacks of books everywhere, armchairs. There's several doors that you can take, and the floorboards are checkered. Yeah, we will pick it up there because it's 12, and I know everyone has work and stuff, so I want to thingy.
Cool.
So that's where you guys end.
Nice.
But when it fades to black, we fade up for a secret after credit scene. So we see nothing but blackness, and we hear the familiar bang, bang, bang of guns. This December. Ooh, I like it. And we see hand of Uria soldiers strewn about like the King's, like the main road, the King's Road, like an undisclosed location, like somewhere in Aerithor. There's like kind of no landmarkers to pinpoint exactly what part of the, like how far south, how far west, you know, that sort of thing. It's just there. There's just a load of hand of Uria soldiers dead everywhere, and you see one limping away, like kind of like running, like, you know, you might hazard back to the city. You can see the city in the distance, kind of thing, like a speck. And there's someone else following, like suit, like another like soldiers, kind of limping like really badly, and you just hear like, you know, like the familiar like ring of like, you know, casings hitting the, like, you know, cobble, and you just hear, oh, jeez. Kind of like, you know, just haphazardly putting bullets into chambers. Like, guys, fucking this day has been so fucking long. And you just see, like, you know, the gun gets aimed and shoots the second one, kind of thing. The second runner, and he just collapses down, and he's like, you know, still alive. And the guy goes over and, like, you know, empties the gun into him. And the one that's running is like looking over his shoulder, sprinting, and like we see the Red Hand grinning, and he has like well, no, he's not grinning, but he has like essentially a highwayman's mask on. And don't forget, and he's just yelling, and he's like, don't forget, the name's Darrow. And he starts like firing into the air, kind of thing, and kind of like turns on his heel and laughs and walks off down the road. And then we fade to black, and then we'll leave it.
Fuck you. Oh shit. You know, we have to go back to Uri soon. Oh shit.
Can't wait for your brother to beat the absolute life out of you.
I am going to be executed on sight, no matter who the fuck sees me when I go into that city. It's like,
Mads.
oh, a tiefling, Gildaro, was murdering a bunch of hand guys on the road. Like, yeah, no matter who the fuck finds me, I'm dead. I'm dead. This sucks.
Lads, please, come on. It's not going to be that simple. It's going to be, Kit, what? A tiefling called Darrow? This is unacceptable. It's like, sir, the tiefling called Darrow has given himself up. He's in the other room. It's like, he is. And then we just hear lots of shootings. And then it'll fade to black. We'll never know what happened to Kit until we eventually get to the dinner in, like, what? 10 million months?
Yeah.
Sounds about right, yeah.
But yeah, that was a good game, guys.
I'm
Sounds
super
really good.
fucked. I'm super fucked. I'm gonna stop the stream now.
Okay, night stream.
Night stream.
Same rap time.
Good night, stream.